It was okay. It was better than Voyager.
Okay, let me get this stream stuff up.
Look, Voyager has its problems, but
Which are many and numerous.
But hey, I like the fact that it was really nerdy and technical. Even if they just made up shit all the time. I give the actress for Janeway so many props for saying all that technobabble with a straight face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That reminds me, I now need to watch Picard, even though I hear people hate it, and I'm just like...
It's very bad.
I'm just like, I want to watch it anyway. I love Jon Stewart.
It's like, hey, let's take everything good about Star Trek, the whole, we're all together, we've got rid of all these things, and just, put it in the trash. We don't need it no more.
The trash. I'm the trash man.
Hang on. If that's people's complaint, then I don't see the problem with it.
Well, it takes Roddenberry's vision and just shits on it.
But that makes for good storytelling.
No, it doesn't.
Because...
It's like... Well, since you never saw Stargate, it's like going from Stargate and Stargate Atlantis to Stargate Universe, which is god-awful.
Again, that's like the whole trailer is... Picard is saying, this is not the Starfleet I fought for.
Yeah, which is dumb.
No, it isn't. It's actually kind of, current.
Yeah, I don't want current in my Star Trek.
Then go back and watch old Star Trek.
They took that off the air.
That's still there.
Yeah, Netflix, it's not off the air.
It's like saying, oh, there's a Pacific Rim 2. There's not.
Well, no, Pacific Rim 2 is bad, not just because of the story. Pacific Rim 2 is bad because the acting was dumb. They focused on a bad main character. The action was terrible. They killed millions of fucking people just by existing.
Kinda like Picard.
I don't know what exactly we're talking. It's like, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You're prepping.
So, Cthulhu's just like, hey, I'm sleeping. Turn off that light.
No.
I want to dream.
No, you dreaming is what's wrong with the world.
You saying that's what's wrong in the world.
I wonder whose character that is in front of Cthulhu.
Nobody, because that has to be a cultist. If that's a character, they're already dead.
Oh, that's Lenny. I remember him. He's neat.
It's Lenny.
Turn to look at Kimmy's character slowly. What?
What?
Excuse me?
What?
Said, oh yeah, that's Lenny. It's fine. Excuse me?
That's not Kimmy's character.
Well,
Oh,
no.
sorry, Murky's.
I was like,
character.
what are you talking about?
You fools! I'm already lost.
My
Oh yeah,
character is Peter Bishop from Fringe.
since
Nope,
this is taking
sorry.
place in a city, what city?
You will find that out.
Well, no, I wanted to write it down as my residence.
You will find that out.
Yes,
Is it Nantucket?
You will find that out. Hey.
I hope it's Nantucket.
Oh my goodness. Get me a good stretch. Ow.
Is it Miskatonic?
Say what?
Okay, I'll go back.
Miskatonic University.
Thank you, Murky.
By the way, we're starting another chapter. Did you know that we're professors from Miskatonic University? Next chapter. Did I mention Miskatonic University? Anyways, the body we got last time didn't work out so well. And
Don't. This is Futurama.
Miskatonic University drink is the canon name of the university that all the Cthulhu mythos has.
Oh.
Like anytime someone brings something to a college professor, it's in Miskatonic U.
Yep.
That's too hard to say. No.
Miskatonic.
Tonic.
Yeah, no.
Just think catatonic and then butcher it.
Think catatonic, except say mist first.
That's a good movie.
Is that the Stephen King one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
It's directed by the guy who did season 1 of Walking Dead.
Ah,
That's why
that's
there's so
neat.
many actors from Walking Dead that were in the mist.
Ah,
Carol, Dale.
I should know that book. I used to, because my dad used to have a bunch of. This is books on tape. But we had that book on tape, and the way they recorded it was in like an actual like soundstage, where all the actors were, around this binaural microphone. So it sounded really fucking good, and so were the like sound effects of the monsters. So it sounded really
cool.
fucking good. I wish I could find that again. Like listen to it on
Frank Darabont,
headphones.
that's his name. Darabont.
I could listen to that on headphones now. Just Anyway.
What was the last Stephen King thing I read?
Okay.
Or it'd be The Standing.
Huh?
Murky
That
said,
was
what
a
was the last
so-so
thing?
TV series.
I didn't. Again, I read it. I didn't watch the TV.
What? Guess you never watched Tommy Knockers either.
No.
I read Tommy Knockers.
I read it.
Fun
Fucking
fact:
nerds.
the Tommy Knockers. After I realized what kind of monster they were based off of in real life, I was like, "That's the inspiration for Tom." There wasn't much going on in my head at that point. It was like It's
So
like
how are you doing a readiness drink?
I'm waiting on you guys now to stop talking.
here's what you do: say "shut up."
A lot of the
And then
times when I say
and
shut
then
up, it never works.
Well, start
was-
saying like psst, psst, to get the cat's attention.
I was gonna say it after you say "shut up" and I don't shut up. You just say "shut up" again, and then I'll be like, "But I was just," and then you say "shut up" again, and I'm like, "Oh."
Know how many times me just saying shut up has not gotten you to shut up?
Very often.
He knows.
He knows.
There's also the sad fact of my life where nobody lets me finish anything. So it's like I was almost finished, but okay, fuck you.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm saying things, and it's like I'm about to get to the point. But here's what you're not thinking of is your point. I'm like, I was about
Murky.
to fucking say that.
Murky.
Call of
Good
Cthulhu.
point.
Let's
The
go.
point has been made. Let us do the Cthulhu.
Okay. So if we are all ready. Hello.
Shut up, Murky.
Good evening, everybody. And welcome to the Call of Cthulhu. Where we are answering
Noises.
this call. Possibly. What the fuck, Corey? Anyway.
I mean, spook noises.
Anyway. Yes. Tonight. And yes, you guys are arriving here at night. What the fuck are you doing, Kimmy?
Let's do nothing.
I can see that. I can see what you're doing. Even if you have it on hide from others, I can still see it.
Don't look.
But yes. Welcome to the Call of Cthulhu. All of you have been instructed to Kimmy. I will take away your privileges. All of you have been instructed to meet at a warehouse across from a factory. A rather not abandoned factory, but it seems to be possibly making things that aren't really needed at this time. And this time being the cusp of World War II. And you have been instructed to arrive at night. And while it isn't raining, it seems like it might very, very soon. You hear distant thunder. And perhaps every once in a while the flash of lightning through the clouds. I don't remember how to go to the page. Bring you guys to the next page. Go. Streets are already a little wet. It possibly rained before you got here, and you all arrived.
Oh shit, my car flipped over.
You all arrived Let's see, how did you arrive? Anyone come by train? Car?
My character has a lot of money, so probably by his own car.
Ooh, fancy. And what about you, Murky? I was gonna say your character's name, but nope.
Shit. Probably took the train.
Okay. And Kim, we already know how you arrived.
By teleportation.
No. I wish.
Also, drink your stream is not switched over.
I told it to. There we go. As you arrive on the street, despite it being at least close to nighttime, it's still rather busy. Get the... turn that down. There we go. I know how to do music things.
Move it.
Shut up. So yes, you arrive at what you believe to be this warehouse. And you have been instructed simply to give your name. Do you go up to the warehouse? Do you look around? Both. Again, I don't want to say your characters' names because you gotta do that. But both Murky and Corey, you seem to have arrived around the same time, as it was just told at night. Around you is just a relatively normal industrial street. There's some housing, but it's very rundown housing. The street is not very busy. There are some cars, but it's mostly trucks loading things, going from place to place. People tend to look at you as you don't seem to belong here. At least, not to them. In fact, would you like to describe yourselves?
I'll offer
Not
it
all
to,
at once.
I'll offer it to the other person first.
Pulling up my sheet. Okay. Oh. Nope, mine's blanking. Just crash coursed it. Alright. So off the train comes this, average-sized man. Got somewhat short, kind of spiky hair. Might have some Italian in his roots. Fairly good looking. But he takes a look around this area and, despite it being... He was a little on edge because it's night, but, since there's people, not so bad. So, takes a look around, just kind of pulls at the cuffs of his suit that he's wearing right now, or whatever coat, and looks around for this warehouse that he heard about.
Alright.
Keeps a hand in one of his pockets.
And what about the other gentleman?
My character, after finding a place to park, gets out slowly and makes sure the doors on his vehicle are locked. He doesn't know this side of town. But looking around, it's not as upscale as what he's used to, so he's taking precautions. He's dressed in a very well-kept and well-groomed attire. Currently a black suit with a fancy white long necktie. His complexion... He's tall and lanky with an almost ashen complexion. Both gray of eyes and hair. Shocking almost, considering he looks young, or youngish, can't be maybe just getting within range of what one would call middle age for this time period. He looks around, and remembering the directions as best he can, begins walking towards the warehouse, though down some alleys, because he doesn't trust these folk.
Well, you do see another gentleman dressed very nicely, definitely not from here. And he seems to be looking around just as you are for this warehouse. I suppose you just passed by him then.
I don't know him.
So, let's see.
Huh.
Warehouse. Where? Come on, it's gotta be a little easier to find.
As I pass you, you just see me pull out a cigarette and just... The only thing you see in the night is the dull orange of an ember drifting onto the ground.
It's getting so noir here.
Shut the fuck up. Let me have my fun.
Alright, so... Is it you're taking the alleys?
Yes, I don't know anybody here.
Well,
And this is a much...
possibly unfortunately for you, there actually seems to be more action in the alleys than there are on the streets. People
turn down an alley and just... and turn right back
Yeah.
around.
That seems to be where most of the people are either exchanging goods, just kind of hanging out after work. There's also some people... What is the word I'm looking for? Making kind of a daisy chain of packages to go to the trucks.
Okay,
Things
brains
like
back.
that.
Is it Daisy Jane a chain gang?
No.
No, that's not. Nope. I'm okay.
Hey.
I dip down the alleyway, see even more people, and dip right the fuck back out. And as he comes back out, you see him like trying to keep his cool, but he's like, "Oh God, people, not what I had in mind."
I mean, out here on the streets is also not, empty, but far
But
less
there's
crowded.
more space.
More space. Far less crowded, but busy. Most of it seems to be people getting off of work.
I just looked up a daisy chain because I've never heard of it, and it's like,
Okay, why?
what's a daisy chain slang? And I'm like, oh.
Not. What are you guys thinking?
What Murky was thinking. What Murky found out.
Like when you pass packages down a chain. Like you
I
pass something
understand
down a
what you
chain.
meant. It's what made me laugh.
It's like in a chain gang where
Okay.
you have multiple people in a row. I mean, I literally looked up daisy chain.
Also,
gang, and
hello,
it's
Pixie.
rather
Yes, I'm
unfortunate.
DM.
All I see is like
Okay,
a picture
fine.
of flowers and like a bracelet. What do you?
Guys, stop.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, fine. We're not at the rabbit hole yet. We can back off.
It's like, guys, stop. Keep going.
Okay. So, as you come back from the alleyway, seeing that it's not such a good idea, Murky, your character, definitely sees him. Probably doesn't see the panic on his face, but you definitely see him come back out of the alley.
Huh.
And I would like to see,
So-
what do I want you to roll? First roll of the night. Should I even have you roll, actually, for this?
Right now, I'm adding into my phobias. Doesn't like a large group of people. Slightly claustrophobic.
Big same. Okay, no, I'm not gonna have you roll for this quite yet. So, instead, as you're facing out from these alleyways, on your left seems to be mostly stores. On your right seems to be where the factories are. And you were told this warehouse is across from factories. So which way would you like to go? And I'm guessing you guys are still not acknowledging each other.
Not yet. I don't know that he's a part of this organization.
Not quite what you were looking for, huh? As he just...
Not exactly. Who are you?
Joey Kelly. How you doing?
I'm fine. Pardon me if I don't shake. He says, holding up a hand, which is gloved. He says, Mason. Dr. Charles Mason at your service. Have you heard of me? No, of course you haven't. What am I saying?
You get to the Cloud District very often. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Sorry.
Joey just kind of does that, like, I swear I've heard your name passed around, so... whatever. Not a big deal.
He says it in a way that's not, like, demeaning. He's more slightly depressed that no one's heard of him.
He talks like me.
I'm glad that was my first reaction. You know, if you don't go to plays, you wouldn't know me. But, factory. Looking for the warehouse? Any chance?
Why, yes, I am. I say, looking at this new person very inquisitively now, and... like, who is this man? How does he know this? No matter. Are you looking for it too?
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna ask you where it is if I'm not looking.
Fair enough. I believe it should be this way, towards the smoke rising in the distance.
Good call.
And I start walking. Hopefully, my new compatriot's right behind me.
Yep, walking right along. It's like this is the closest thing to interaction he's gotten so far, and he was seizing on it.
You're just like, oh no, please don't touch.
No, it's fine. I'll give you your space. Does a little hand wave, like, no worries. Hands are right here where you can see.
You don't need to keep waving. It's all right.
Fine. Puts his hands in his pockets quick, more nonchalant than anything.
So you guys make your way down the street. And as noted before, there are people kind of giving you looks. Because you're actually dressed very...
Way nicer.
Way nicer than anyone down here. But as you make your way, you see there are indeed some factories where the smoke is still going. But there is one. It's rather obvious that the smoke has long since stopped. Go to that one?
We're not here for factories. Instead, I'm looking left and right for warehouses.
Well, there are warehouses everywhere, across from these factories.
I just sort of turn and look to the other gentleman on my right and say, they didn't tell you which warehouse, did they?
That's a no.
Well, if this is going to be a clandestine meeting, then perhaps it's the one with the shut down building. And I gesture at the factory with no smoke coming out.
Hey, that makes the most sense to me. I mean,
Here I've been brewed all along. Would you like one? And he holds up a cigarette from his pack.
It's okay. Got to keep a clear head.
Shrugs, puts it away.
No idea what this would be like in time, but whatever.
Oh, this is around the time when doctors said smoking was healthy.
And advertised it to children. And encouraged children to smoke.
Straight up.
Yeah, not even kidding.
Cool.
Not even kidding.
I vaguely remember that. That's okay. I don't want to take... barely know you don't want to take your stuff.
And I put it away. And I just start heading towards the abandoned warehouse, air quotes.
Okay, small warehouse at night, across from a factory.
Yep. And you
That's what.
make your way over there. It is not that much of a walk. In fact, all the factories here seem to be very tightly knit. In a word. And in fact, across from this quote-unquote abandoned factory, it's clearly not run down or quite abandoned, but no one's here. But across from it is indeed a smaller warehouse. It almost stands out, considering the door of it is well kept, despite the surrounding area and despite this place not being in business. It is down like much of these warehouses, a dirt road. Well?
I'm walking up to the door, and I'm also taking a moment to look down at my immaculate shoes now covered in dirt, and I'm just...
Oh yeah. It's also slightly wet here, so it's a little bit of mud as well.
Mud.
Just a little bit.
No, my
Just a
perfect image. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, so you walk up to this warehouse.
I walk up to the... Yeah, I start approaching the warehouse, and I just make small talk. It's like, strange. Or clandestine... abandoned warehouse. It certainly seems very... well kept.
Joey's just gonna shrug. Like, yeah, if you're not looking for it, you might not even notice it.
True. I think that might be the appeal.
Alright.
And I'll approach the door.
This door is, like many of the doors here, is a heavy metal, but it does not have a window. It has a small opening, or what could be an opening, that you could look through, but at the moment it is not open.
Well, I walk up to the door and I give it a knock. See if I get a response.
Right, and as you knock on the door, it slides open. What color eyes do they see, Kimmy?
Let's see. Hazel eyes, so kind of like a blue-green.
Right, you see hazel eyes look back at you.
Is that my cue?
Yes. Right now they can only see your eyes.
Ooh, Kimmy has an important job.
Who is it?
Mason. Dr. Charles Mason.
And what about that guy behind you?
Joey just does that little, like, oh, hey, kind of head nod, and Joey to Kelly.
He quickly shuts the thing back down, and there's a little moment as he probably like looks over a scrap of paper or something to just, make sure the names check out. And you hear like a little series of clicks as he opens the door up. Come on in there.
After you, I say, lifting one hand to gesture for Joey. Joey? Or is it Joy or Joey?
Joey.
Okay,
Joey.
for Joey to take the lead.
As Joey was, like, getting ready to do the after you motions, like, eh? Shrugs and heads in.
I will say, what do they see? Who do they see when they open this door?
It's a average size man. He's a little lean. He's got some muscle to him. He's not as well dressed as these two. He's got slacks, simple slacks. Button-up shirt, but the sleeves are rolled up to his elbows. Nice
so,
little,
you're the thug of this organization. Got it.
a nice little 5 o'clock shadow going on. And he's got a handgun holster on his hip.
Yep, I was right.
Things like right, and then he remembers Dr. Faust. They kind of arrived finally.
You all don't really see anyone else here, though it is rather dark.
Hmm.
And
Joey just kind of takes a breath.
as this man that you just met closes the door, a light comes on. Almost as if it was, what's the word I'm looking for? Like automatic to do that? Set up to do that? But from there, you see a woman sitting in a chair. Can I show this? How do I show this to you? That's the part I keep forgetting. How do I do that?
You click show to players once you have the panel open.
Show to.
Like if it's a picture.
There we
should be a
go.
button in the-
Jesus. There we go. You guys see her?
Steampunk attire and everything.
Not the steampunk attire.
Okay.
But that general persuasion.
It is that kind of attire, but not steampunk. It's more
Got it.
just simple, like just black. But yes, you do see this woman sitting in a chair, legs crossed. She is wearing really just a, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word?
Lab coat.
Yes, like a scientist's coat. Long black slacks, high heels. And her hair is up in a very tight bun. She looks over all three of you. Yes, I see they've finally arrived. Good. Well, my accent fucking sucks, but she does have a thick German accent.
I mean, it's better than mine.
It needs to be angrier.
No,
A,
Roll
a
the
thick
hours.
German accent while you are all in, I will now tell you where you are, in the middle of New York. New York City, New York. It is about time you've gotten here. Come. Come closer, I need to look at you.
And-
Dale kind of just leans down and whispers both of them. Don't call her a real name, just call her Dr. Fall. She gets real piercy when you say otherwise.
I can introduce
Alright.
myself.
this man kind of a strange look before approaching the other. Before approaching the woman, I extend a gloved hand and I say, Doc, I've already forgotten her name. Dr. Fauci?
Faust.
Dr. Faust? Dr. Nation.
Topical.
Pleasure.
She kind of looks to your hand and then back up at you like she's hesitating to shake it, but she does indeed extend her own gloved hand and shakes yours. Pleasure. And you?
Joey just steps forward and it's like, Joey to Kelly, you might have heard from the other side of the door. How you doing?
She doesn't
Handshake again.
answer you, but she does, again, reluctantly. More so than the other doctor, reluctantly shakes your hand. Because it is not gloved. I'm fairly certain.
No. Well, how cold is it? Irrelevant. Probably not gloved.
And this is Dale Vold. As she extends her hand to the man that answered the door. In a kind of...
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yes, he will be our protection.
He kind of just gives both men a very firm slap on the back, you know.
Hey! Oh,
Yes, he's
friendly
very,
company.
he's very friendly. But I do believe you have all been told to come here and tell us your names. Yes, that is all.
Yes. Protection from what exactly?
We do not know. I'm going into French. Fuck. But we do not know.
So your French is much better than your German.
It is 100%. But he is more of a precaution in case we do run into something.
Just here to save you guys if you guys can solve some deep shit.
All right then.
Yeah.
My character is just like has this expression as he takes a long draw, pull on a cigarette of, what did I sign up for?
Let's see, now that you are all in here. Stop that music and that music, because I forgot I need to, like, do this. What is the word? Manually. Like this? As you are all now kind of further away from the people. And just hear the sounds of people working outside. Mostly from the other warehouses. Well, it is good that they are keeping their word as far as letting you know what is going on here. So I will give you your briefing. If you'd be so kind as to listen and not say a word. She kind of looks more pointedly to Dale when she says that.
Dale kind of just raises his shoulders and a shrug, and it's like, I can't win with this woman.
And Joey's just gonna do double eyebrow raise and,
Possibly you
Lip
as
zip.
well.
does the
Shush.
lip zip motion.
Good. We are here to investigate an anomaly. A very, I would not say strange, considering what I work for, but it is something we need to look into. It has been observed before, but it might have changed. Something might have changed. We've not sent anyone in there. That's what we are here for. And she kind of takes out this folder, opens it, kind of looks it over for a moment. You can see her eyebrows furrow. That is... We are going into this factory. As she kind of, like, motions towards the door, as in the one across from here. Do you believe this is where this anomaly is? Or what this anomaly is, possibly? And we are looking for... I hope I'm reading this correct. We are looking for cats? Felines. She's kind of like stops for a moment. Have you all seen any since coming here?
I shake my head no.
Do I need a roll to see if I have?
No, you have not.
Okay. Nice. So lots of people, no little kitties.
What about dogs?
Also shake my head no.
No.
I assume no from you as well? You can talk when I ask you a question.
Oh. No. No on either of those.
Right. Well, since we are looking for cats, I do not know about dogs. But we'll see when we get there, I suppose. That, unfortunately, is all the information I have as well. Going into French again. Fine. Fine. She's French now.
Yeah, haben Deutsch gesprochen.
No. In that case, that is all I know as well. We are looking for cats. Just kind of shrugs. That seems the most strange part. So I do want to know, as she looks over each of you, pauses at each of you, as if she is just staring into your soul with piercing black eyes. What are your expertise? If we begin with you, Dr. Mason?
Yes. Thank you, by the way. So many people don't, they just call me Mr. rather than the full thing. I'm a doctor, but not of medicine, not of normal medicine. I'm a doctor of the mind, of the new field of psychiatry. I find it fascinating, though my recent experiences of things not even science could explain is what brought me here.
Kind of raises a brow at that. I suppose you're not going to go into any more details than that.
Not unless ordered. You're the one in charge, apparently.
For now I am, yes.
But if you have any questions that science can provide, I can help with that. I am also fluent in obscure languages, and though I don't practice often, I was quite a good driver in my youth. The cops of these streets told me I was quite a demon when I was younger.
Yeah, a little greaser, huh?
That was a long time ago, though.
I'm sure it was. And you, as she looks to Joey and literally just gives you the look up and down, like, and raises an eyebrow. Looks possibly slightly disgusted that why the fuck are you here, kind of thing. Because you definitely do not look like what she was expecting.
Well, you know, I'm Joey. Grew up here in New York. Eventually got onto the stage. Been on that for a while. Decent with people. I always feel like that could be useful. I was always doing some stagehand stuff, so if we need any... I don't know if there's any disguise making, perhaps, but, I can doll you up a little bit in that respect. As Murky looks at his skill chart and is like, oh shit, what else was there? I got a good eye for things. There's that too. And, well, I don't know if we're talking about why we got called here or how, but, just kind of stops there.
I do not need to know why. We all know why we are part of this organization. We do not need to share that if we don't want to. So, speaking of...
So, and he just kind of puts up like one sec finger. So there's a lot more of us. And does like the quote unquote us.
Not here, but of course there is. What, did you not think
All
you've
right.
met everyone?
It's just, the only thing I know is we've all seen some weird stuff, I assume. So, I don't know. I know what I saw. I don't know what anybody else saw. Shrugs.
This must be your first job.
Just nods.
The center rookie. Well, this is not dangerous as far as I can tell. Well, speaking of danger, and she looks to Dale. I have not been entirely told what your expertise are.
They'll just kind of smile and like, "Why? Isn't that kind of obvious?"
I know
I'm here
you
to
all muscle.
keep you little book smart people in line. Keep you safe. Make sure you don't come to harm.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean in line?
That was just me fudging up my words. I meant safe.
Okay.
I'm the one here to keep you in line.
Just my character was suddenly just like concerned.
Just okay. So we got keep in line, and I'm guessing the others help us stay in one piece.
I mean, if you also need something, lifted, I guess I have to do that duty.
I am certainly not lifting anything.
You haven't lifted anything since you got here. I'm
Exactly.
surprised I didn't have to put you down in your own seat.
No. You are not touching me.
Says absolutely nothing.
You warm up to me eventually.
Mm-hmm. So with that, she does close the journal. Journal? It's not a journal. Folder. The folder. So it does kind of close with a snap. She did it very harshly.
Please step on me more, German mommy.
But
I mean,
she
what?
Anyway, but then she does lift a bag from beside her, from beside the chair that she's sitting in, and puts it back in there. You can see there's other papers in here, like in this bag, but she doesn't take any more out. It was just that one folder. But she stands, kind of brushes a little piece of hair out of her face. Well, shall we get going? I do not know why we are here at night, but that is when we were told.
I
just wish the organization told us which warehouse. I say, flicking the butt of the cigarette down on the ground and stomping it out.
I know which warehouse.
You knew which warehouse. Either way, ladies first.
Thank you. Though she does instruct Dale to open the door for her.
Dale just, let's have a little chuckle and says, of course, and he reaches for the door
I
handle.
imagine she walks over to the door, stops.
She
Dale?
stops and stares
Right.
at it like a cat that wants to be let out. Essentially.
Dale waits for it. He opens the door. He even does like a little, a little showmanship as he like bows like a butler, almost like what's the word? He's just being
courteous,
No.
flamboyant.
extravagant.
He's being a little asshole. Anyway.
Like, after you, madame.
She just rolls her eyes and heads out, expects you all to follow after her.
Yep.
And down the dirt road you go. As you leave, you can hear, sort of still in the distance, but definitely closer, the sound of thunder. Perfect. Plain.
Before Dale leaves, he just, takes his shotgun from the side of the door and kind of like walks with it on his leg.
I give you a look as you whip out a trench gun, and I'm like, excuse me?
It's a shotgun.
He is here for our protection.
I know it's a shotgun, I'm just...
Oh,
Now I'm more concerned.
Well, hopefully I never have to use it. I just think some freaky shit.
I think to myself, the things I've seen, that the shotgun won't do anything.
it's like I don't know how good that worked. I've got what I thought I need, so
Can't be no worse than those creepy things in Spain.
from Spain.
Slowly blinks as he keeps walking.
Don't worry about it, we blew it up.
Ah,
Marvelous.
As I
That's
said,
good.
there are reasons you are in this organization. All of you. Okay.
mm-hmm. Writing
As
a
you
thing.
are walking again, across this to the factory, there's not as many people, because it has definitely gotten, it has gone from twilight to just dark.
Twice a night.
Sure, twilight to night. So they're not nearly, in fact, it seems almost abandoned. Again, I keep saying that, like, quote-unquote abandoned, because everyone's gone home now. Everyone's gone to the bar. So you do see, interestingly, considering your conversation earlier, a man walk by with a dog.
All right.
As he walks by, I just perk up, found a dog. And I mentioned our German Dr. Faust. Ah, look, an animal.
So these seems to be just cats. Why?
Teller just keeps his mouth shut with a shitty grin on his face.
Well, people say black cats have significance with the strange.
Plenty of things have significance with the strange.
And again, so do black dogs. He just sort of like bowls to himself.
Instead of what?
Black dogs.
Say instead of black dogs?
No, he said, but then again, so do black dogs.
Oh,
Then
so
he
do
starts
black
just-
dogs.
And he
It's
starts
like-
just talking to himself.
She was about to correct your ass, like, excuse me.
Any chance there's a role for that? Because I just thought of a critter that would align with black dog.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm just thinking of the Grimm from like Scottish, I think, folklore, where it's like basically a black dog, huge black dog, harbinger of bad things, kind of.
Let me see. Well, considering what your occult is, like the number there, you would know of that. That's a fairly common one. Now,
Okay.
you may not associate it strictly with that. A black dog, especially a very large black dog, is a very common, I guess, superstitious thing in most folklores.
Speaking of rolling for stuff like that, let me know if I overstep my bounds any, just because I'm trained in both anthropology and occult.
Don't worry, I'm looking. I think at this point, the only person I'd be like, excuse me, would be Dale.
Okay.
If he knows anything, I'd be like, hold on, hold up, buddy. Yeah,
Teller just knows what he's experienced.
He
pretty
knows
much.
boom, doom, ghost, shotgun.
Yeah.
Took you a second.
Shotgun, go boom. Shut up.
So, as you are all making your way across to this factory, there is a sort of gate to the factory, but there is no lock on it. It seems possibly that you were expected here, or at least someone might have gotten rid of it earlier. So, Dr. Faust easily does the latch and opens it. Yes, she actually does this herself. And just leaves it open for you all to come through. Close it on your way back, please.
Dale will be kind of like the last one then, so he will close it behind him. And as he does so, he just kind of like peers around to see if anybody's, following.
I've already gone in since you're the last one.
Yes.
Yep.
Roll me, Dale, a spot hidden.
Spot hit. Purple or green?
I believe green.
I fell.
As you look around, just like before, it seems everyone's gone home. You do still see
Yo.
the man walking his dog, but that's it.
I just, go, and we could do a little jog to catch up with everybody else.
It doesn't take you much to catch up with everyone. Dr. Faust seems to be fairly leisurely walking. Probably because she's in heels and doesn't want to fall, but you know, that's your guess. Let's see, did I have a page for this? No, I didn't have a page with the... I thought I had a page showing, like, factories, but fuck it, I have inside of the factory. So, as you walk up to this, it is, again, not very large. The smokestacks go high, of course they do. Every factory does. And it seems to be mostly made of red brick. There are a few of those along here, but most of them do seem to be just made out of cement, concrete, things like that. But this one is brick and mortar, and as are these smokestacks.
It's a little older. Been here
It
a little
is.
bit longer.
Exactly. And you finally, eventually, get up to the door as the driveway, quote unquote, to this place is rather long, so it does sit back a bit further than the other factories. But it seems more so because the other factories are bigger. They need more space. This one doesn't so much. And as you get up to the door, it is also smaller. Or it is the door that opens to let cargo in and out. Or trucks in and out with cargo. That's the word I was looking for. And as you go up to this door, there are like latches on it, you know, for people to, you know, twist and pull it out. Because they do open outwards.
Is this a different map or?
Oh no, I haven't changed the map yet because I thought I had one
Okay.
and then I didn't. So that's my bad.
Okay, so when you said this door, I was like, wait a minute.
No, I just
Okay.
I don't have it.
Okay,
I thought
continue.
I did. But yeah, she, Dr. Faust reaches up to do it, but it doesn't move. Even the latch does not move. Ugh, this is either locked or stuck.
Oh, Doctor, that's why we have Dale. Dale?
You peel up quickly, don't you?
Though, while Dale does his thing, I'd like to roll a listen check. Since we're looking out for cats, I'm wondering if I can hear them. Or something smallish moving around.
Okay, go ahead.
Purple or green? Green?
Green.
Ooh,
Ooh. Okay,
I
then.
hear everything.
In that case, are you kind of listening from the door? Like, are you trying to
No,
listen inside
I'm
or
not
outside?
listening. I'm not listening at the door. What I'm doing is I'm standing back to let Dale do his thing, and
Okay.
I'm just like canting my head left and right to see if I pick up anything.
So anything outside?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear, as the music put it at exactly the right point, you hear birds, mostly seagulls, as you are kind of on the coastline. You hear again a dog, again far off in the distance. And then you hear something walking on metal? Is probably the right word to put it. It's like something walking on a tin roof, in a way. Just
That clink.
just a small
Clink.
just something.
Okay.
Something small.
I look
And-
up.
Besides that, though, it's just the normal sounds. There's no wind. You hear the thunder again.
And I have no context to what the metal walking might be, other than I look up and then I don't see anything. I take it, and then I'm just like, that was
Are you
odd.
looking up, like, at the roof?
Yeah, because you said it's walking on a tin roof, and it's like, oh look, a roof.
Hey, you don't really see anything. Eh.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like,
yeah, it's
nothing's
like,
up there.
no.
Well, that's weird.
There's nothing that you can see up there. You just heard something. Though looking up at the roof, yes, it seems like most likely that's where the sound would have come from. It is very much a flimsy metal roof.
Well, as Dale's doing his thing, after I hear that, I just walk up to Dr. Faust and I say, I heard something walking above us just now.
Something as in...
Something, someone. I don't know, it was on the roof.
It did sound small.
I don't know, it was on the roof.
No, I'm saying to you.
Well, I know, but I'm telling her I don't know what it was, but it was on the roof, and that's weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, she gives a little smirk. Cats do like to climb on roofs. She gives a little shrug. Alright, Dale, give me a strength
Yes.
roll.
Strength roll. God damn it.
Oh, that is a big fail, actually.
Oh.
Alright, you kind of pulled... This is one of those where you, like, pull down to latch it open. You attempt to pull down. And as you do on this side, you do pull it down, but when you do, it does not sound right.
Like it sounds stuck.
No. It sounds like something was just pulled out of place.
Like I pulled it off.
Was it your own hand? Was it your own arm?
Do you let go of this thing?
No.
You let go of the latch?
No, I'm gonna hold on the latch for now. I'm just gonna turn to everybody else. And be like, something's iffy with this door, guys.
Yeah, it was a rather loud clunk sound.
Just, maybe kind of motions for them to get back a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
Back. Yep.
What did
And-
you do?
Once he feels like they're far enough away, he's just gonna, like... He's gonna pull out his gun, you know, and he's gonna... Like do a little small dash back as he lets go.
As you let go of the thing, it just hangs there. But you do notice it is now very, very loose, as if it was pulled out of the mechanism.
Not a trap. You just broke it.
You broke it.
Oh. Sorry, guys. Guess I don't even know my own strength no more, man.
Just try the other one.
Good.
There is, in
God,
fact,
look,
another knob thing.
I'll go for the other knob.
Alright, give me another strength roll, as this one also seems to be stuck.
Oh, thank
Huzzah.
goodness.
This one, while it is definitely... you do definitely need some force behind it, though with your strength, it's easy. You easily kind of get it
It's tempered now with
unstuck.
my temper strength.
Sure. You easily get it unstuck, and you're able to pull the door open, though only this side opens now. And this is the left door.
So that's like a two-door thing where...
Yeah. It like opens
Okay.
like kind of like
Okay.
barn doors.
Yeah.
It's just metal doors.
Alright, guys, the way is open.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Dr. Faust to walk forward.
And she does indeed walk forward, and she looks around for a moment because it is very dark in here. Right now, the only light is from the moonlight. Have any of you worked in a place like this before?
Father did, I say, pulling out my lighter and just like getting a nice little flame going since there's no lights on.
She looks to the other two.
Where I'm from, we didn't have any much industry. It's all farm work.
That does not surprise me. You?
Out of character. I actually had a reason for grabbing a flashlight because of what happened to him, but I never cleared that. So is it okay if he has a flashlight with him?
When were flashlights invented?
They've been around for a while.
They've been invented by now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like an actual like flashlight now, or would still be kind of like a lantern, like an electrical lantern, but a lantern.
Right. I just looked it up and it's like, yeah, those look vintagey. And Hawk told me, oh yeah, they're somewhat popular, and if they had any British experience, they still call them torches.
Okay, so you have a flashlight.
The very first flashlights were invented in 1899.
Jesus. I thought they would, again, still be lanterns by now, but okay, apparently they're full-on flashlights.
The first, police flashlight is 1929.
Oh. Neat. So, back in character, Joe's gonna go like, never worked anywhere like this, but you're crazy if you think I'm going into that darkness. Whips out a flashlight.
I look at the flashlight. I put away before putting away my lighter, I light a new cigarette.
A little extra light makes sense. All right.
You did not answer my question, though.
Remind me what the question was again.
You ever work at a factory?
Oh, I actually did say pretty quickly, but yeah, I've never worked at any of these places, but got a flashlight. Looks pretty dark.
Oh yes, there is still, as far as I know, electricity here. I just do not know how to turn it on.
Would it be prudent to leave the lights off? I mean, everyone's supposed to be home from work after all.
I'm not going around here in the dark. You will miss something.
You're the boss.
I'm with the doc on the dark.
What's the matter? You afraid of the dark?
I'm just gonna say it's part of the reason I'm here. Small part, nothing,
okay.
Nonetheless.
So let's see. Then
Click.
I do not know how to turn these lights on.
Oh, there should be a switch along one of these walls, and I'll start looking for it. Just, what the hell do you want me to roll to find a light switch?
Probably more like a giant switch.
You don't really have to roll for anything, just tell me which way you're going. This is a very just... I think I actually... Hold on. I think I actually had a thing for this. This sort of works. I believe this is what I was with.
Yeah, good enough.
Aha.
Yeah. It is a
Joy's
very... Well, you can't necessarily see this. It is an open room. Very large open room, because this is most likely where the trucks would come in. Also, now that we're in here...
I go left and start feeling along the wall.
And Joey's gonna help just kind of sweep along the wall, help him out.
Should be looking for a switch or a breaker? Something like that. Maybe a foreman's office.
Yeah.
Dale's just gonna stick around with old Franny, old Francesca.
She's staying at the door. And did you say which way you were going?
Left.
Left?
Yep.
Okay. So you go down the left wall, I'm assuming using the flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Eventually you do come to... It's like a pole in the foundation. And on that is this gray box. Seems to have a, not a wire, but like a gray tubing coming from it, essentially, that goes up to the ceiling.
Ah, yeah. You think that's it?
It doesn't look like any light switch to me. You said it's a gray box with a tube connected to the ceiling?
Like, I think Murky knows what I'm talking about. I'm trying to like explain it to someone that doesn't really know what it would be.
It looks kind of out of character. I'm kind of picturing like the fuse box with like the protective thing.
Yeah, it
going
looks like a
up,
breaker box.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
a breaker. Thank you.
Just I don't just you guys may not know what that is in character if you've never
Character
worked.
has a house. He knows what a circuit breaker is.
Well, this is like
Okay.
an industrial sized one essentially.
True, but my character would know what one is. He goes up to her and is like, here's probably what we're looking for. He opens it up and get the flashlight over here. Let me see if I can find the lights.
And
Shines it
there is like a
closer.
little handle on it so you can easily open it.
Are the switches labeled?
No.
Oh no. So let's see if I can find the. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought.
They are all switched one way though.
So off.
Presumably. There's no label that says on or off. They're just all
Oh
switched
yeah, I
to
know.
the right
but
now.
Nothing's on, and they're not set in the middle.
No. It's one way or the other.
Joey, do you know anything about machines?
Let me check my what's it. Electrical repair, not particularly good. Mechanical repair, not particularly good.
Yeah,
Out of
both
character.
of mine are shit as well, so I'm asking.
Out of character, I don't think I have anything that really pertains to that. So he just kind of shrugs and it's like, I don't know, just flick a couple of the breakers.
Well, before we do that, Dr. Faust, what exactly are you a doctor of? Because I'm a
Not-
doctor of.
Not electrical engineering, is that what you're asking?
I'm a doctor of the mind, not of electrical engineer.
I'm a doctor of the body. Surgeon, actually.
Good, so if I should have a heart attack on the spot, you'll have me covered, he says underneath his breath. And then he's just gonna grab the top switch and flip it to on and see what happens.
Top switch, okay. As you turn on the top switch, lights do come on. It is in a place where, you can see them, but it's not this main warehouse thing. What gets your attention as lights come on is up towards more on the right side of the factory. There seems to be what could possibly be offices up top,
Okay.
and the lights on there come on. Nothing else
Right
happens,
track.
just the lights come on.
I'll leave those on still, because we might want to check up there. I take the next one below those and flip those on.
Alright, the next one below those, you can't see what it did, if anything.
Is the factory full of, like, machinery and shit?
This part here seems to be mostly loading and unloading. So from what you can see, no.
I'd like to roll a listen check and see if I hear anything.
Okay.
Click. 1 success.
Okay. No. You don't really hear anything.
Okay.
I guess you could hear, like, the hum of the lights that are on, but...
Just checking to make sure I didn't start anything. Well, since that didn't seem to do anything, I just sort of shrug and go for the third one.
do you leave that one on?
Yeah, I leave it
Okay.
on.
The third one turns on some lights. It seems
Is
to
it
be...
enough to see?
It's lights for half of this floor.
Okay. I see if the fourth one is lights for the rest of this floor.
It is indeed.
Alright, I then close up the circuit box and I leave it as is.
Alright, so that means 2 of them at the bottom are off.
Yes, 5 and 6.
5 and 6 are off. Alright.
I walk back over to Dr. Faust and Dale.
Joey clicks off his light.
I had to scroll down to. I wrote their names out. I just always forget.
First session.
I just go. Well, I got the lights on. Don't know what one of the switches did though. Didn't turn on any lights, but shrugs. Didn't turn on any of the machines either. I think.
Well, this place is fairly big, I assume. Could just be
Quite.
somewhere we can't see.
Yeah.
Then, let us get searching, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's.
Joey's gonna take a look around for any cats in case there's any having been revealed by lights.
Alright, in this area, it seems it's similar to the picture that I'm showing right now, but not exactly, because I couldn't find exactly something. But inside here, despite it being mostly brick on the outside, here things seem to be mostly metal. There is indeed some metal grating for the floor. Like there is like a very small area underneath, like possibly for like water and stuff to drain into. But it's not the entire floor like it shows here. It's just like the middle. And the rest of the floor though also seems to be metal, but more like sheet metal. So as you walk, it does clang. It's very obvious if someone was there and walking. Especially someone in heels, as Dr. Faust finds out as she walks in. And as far as anything in here, it seems mostly empty. There is some areas to sit. There's some area with tools on them. Looks like possibly tools for cars, as far as you can tell. There are crates, though, in the very back. And then doors. All the other doors in here are on your right. They're all on the right wall. And there seems to be another big set of doors all the way across. Very, identical to the ones that you came in through. And that's all you can see right now. And of course the offices that you already turned the lights on.
Want to see if there's anything by the crates?
I will leave you two gentlemen to that, and lady, I'm going to go check the office.
You are not going anywhere.
I kind of arch my brow, but stop.
We are not to split up.
Yes, ma'am. I sort of turn
Yeah.
back around and wait.
Safety in numbers.
I don't know what you have seen, but on my jobs with this organization, nothing is what it seems. Unless you would like Mr. Dale here to work overtime, I suggest we stay together.
Yeah, please don't.
Hey, it's all right. That's all fine by me.
I like having easy missions.
Never expect easy, but just don't
Never
overwork him.
expected, but always wanted.
All right. So, crates.
That is up to you.
Joey's gonna head over there.
All right. You're heading to the crates that are in the back. They seem to be like as if they were lined up to go out the other doors, the other set of doors.
Okay.
You know, they're on pallets, of course.
Hmm.
And there doesn't seem to be a lot of them. There's maybe 5.
Clearly the best.
Okay.
Yes, there's maybe 5 of them.
Yeah, I guess first Joey will check and see if there's anywhere a cat can hide. Since that's what we're looking for offhand.
I mean, possibly?
I mean, I know from the cat situation in my backyard that can definitely fit in a pallet, just hiding. But,
Alright, I'd like you to then, roll me a spot hidden, I think is what it's called.
okay, and this is where I bring out my dice, even though I know we're doing that,
No, you were rolling on this, because I don't know how the fuck you're gonna roll normal dice. You're
okay.
rolling it on here. Unless you have,
just-
like, a true 1d100 and not,
The
D10.
usual 2d10s.
yeah.
Because I'm looking at that, I'm looking at the, like, quote-unquote 20, like, they've got the Cthulhu thing. Anyways, rolling physically for fun. Spot hidden. Ooh. Let's see how I do.
Oof.
Oh,
That's-
I think I got a 13 with the dice.
That
so
was
that's
an extreme success. Well,
fun.
if you
Right
had
on the dot.
If you had a 13 with your normal dice, that would have just been a normal success.
Hmm.
Alright. I was not expecting that.
Well, DM, here's your plans, and here they are burning.
Pretty much.
It's like Murky looking for animals. Everything burns.
So, even without your flashlight, because it is still kind of dark under the pallet, you do see something. It's not necessarily shiny, quote unquote, but there is like as light catches it, that's what catches your eye. And it seems to be red. Like a very bright red. But it is underneath the pallet that has crates on it.
Okay, Joey is just gonna kinda... Oh, red eyes. Don't like the look of that. He's just gonna back up a little bit and keep an eye on where he saw it. And he just does like a little wave. He just kind of walks a bit closer so that the thing under is less likely to hear him. He's like, think I might have found a cat. Bit of glowing, a little bit of a red hit to what I'm guessing his eyes though. So, don't like that.
Would not be the first time I've seen on red-eyed anything.
It's just a cat, though.
Dale will just kind of lead the way, making sure that Dr. Faust is behind him.
Oh, she gladly stays behind you. Or you are
as he
meat
gets-
shield.
As he gets closer, he's just gonna go. Psst, 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 psst. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
But there's no response from anything.
Are you sure you saw a cat?
I saw a glint of something under there. That's all I know. And I know to expect weird things, so rather than stick my hand under there and have it torn off by something,
Also, sorry I can't
thought
really
I'd
keep up with the
let you
chat.
guys know first.
I am DMing. But,
Why
yeah!
don't you lift it off? I say to Dale.
Well, I prefer if one of you guys did it off so I can, aim at it.
Looks at his scrawny arms, looks back up at Dale. Looks
Goes
over
over to Joey.
looks over at Joey.
Shrugs. 50 strength. Alright, I'll try.
Better than my 40.
I mean, we're not trying to kill it, right? We're just looking for cats.
This is only if it tries to go after us. If it's not a cat.
Good point. Joey is gonna head over, warily check on the under the pallet, and then see if he can move the crate enough.
And Dale will have his shotgun, aimed.
And the crate is definitely like a like small enough that you can just lift it, but like by yourself. I do need a strength roll.
Okay, and doing that from the characteristics bit. Oh. Rolling my dice for fun.
No, just roll the thing. Alright, that is a success.
Listen, I haven't
you-
used these dice at all, and they're Call of Cthulhu dice.
You are easily able to lift it. It actually kind of surprises you how light it is. But you're easily able to lift the crate out of the way. And
Hey!
as you lift the crate, the pallet is now empty, but still nothing moves.
You did say there was something under there, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
And he's gonna see if he can move just like shake the pallet a bit. Come on, kitty. If it's a kitty.
I'm back up. If it's a kitty.
You shake the pallet, nothing happens.
Okay, here I go under, as he lifts it up, sees if he sees anything.
As you lift it up, it is now very easy to see what is underneath there. Now that the light has properly hit it. There is a cat, but it's not a living cat.
Oh, I don't like this anymore.
There, it is
Sad cat that putters and
It is
noises.
a very like mangy, most likely a stray cat that is very much dead. In fact, its stomach seems to have been clawed open. Its entrails across the floor. But underneath it, in its fresh blood, has been written a word. It seems almost like a child has written it. It's very, very scraggly, I guess is the right word. But it just says, Daddy? With a question mark.
Yeah, that's anomalous, alright.
So what?
Anomalous.
Anomalous.
Thank you.
Anomalous. And this is where I pull up the SCP, whatever you call it, that thing they made it. Song, Anomalies. I'll find it later. Anyways.
And
So
that is what you find. Dr. Faust doesn't seem to really have any kind of reaction.
Well, we found a cat.
Dale's a little pissed off. He's like, something's about to get an ass whooping.
okay. That
Could I do an occult check to see if I could,
Sure.
I don't know, looking at that, thinking about what this could be? I failed. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking because you didn't feel that hard. But yeah, no, this doesn't even seem to like register any kind of possible memory or possibility of what it could be.
Dr. Mason hasn't said anything, but he's also a novice. He just didn't want to be singled out.
Okay, so that's one dead cat, and I don't know what to make of that.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. And you see Dr. Mason take off something from beneath his coat and wrap it around his hand.
Okay. Is anyone going to take a closer look at it?
I guess since Joey's the one that found it, he's gonna take that upon himself.
I would not suggest touching it, though. As she sees you're about to take a closer look.
As Joey does that thing where he's like, oh! Like, just hands out wide, nope, not doing that.
Okay.
And I guess, does this seem like it was claw, like from the outside ripped out, or like, oh, I ate some, oh god.
Okay. as you do get closer, and again thinking of on that, since you did say that, I'm going to not have you roll
Let's
for
use
it.
all the colors.
This is where
But-
being specific can help.
Yes, I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Hmm?
But since you did say that, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. But you do, again, thinking of, did it actually like, did something like cut it or something like that? You see on its own paws, underneath its own nails, is its own fur, and lots of blood. Underneath all 4 paws.
Viscera. That's a good word for all of it. Oh. Ha. As Joey just pieces that together into his head. Okay. Looks like the cat was able to claw itself open. Don't know how it did that. And then he's gonna take a look at the blood writing and see if that matches up.
Oh, it very much does not. This writing kind of looks like a child doing finger painting.
Okay. Yep. Finger paint.
Like I will read. Like it doesn't look like it was written with a finger. It looks
But
like
it's
the
that
blood. It looks like the
level.
blood pooled in this writing.
Oh, that's weird. It just happened to go that way, as opposed to like.
Yeah, it was not. It doesn't look like someone like put their finger in blood and then wrote it. It looked like as the blood pooled, it pooled into a word.
I'm gonna write that down even more.
And this is what you have found.
All right. So Joey's gonna relay that back to the group quick. Just okay. So cat seems to have disemboweled itself. I thought maybe the cat somehow wrote the word, but does not look like there was outside influence in the writing, if you know what I mean. It's more like the blood just flowed out, got in some cracks that were in the floor. Well, not cracks, but you get what I'm saying with it just naturally turning into writing, right?
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, look at this. You see what I mean? You seeing this?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Still, I don't like it.
Me neither.
I hate seeing animals get into like this.
That is one cat. But I do believe the briefing said specifically cats. Like, as in plural, as in more.
Oh, we're gonna find more dead cats?
I do not know.
I'd rather go back to Spain, man.
Are you sure about that?
Kinda like just shrugs and is like, kinda. Wasn't no dead cats in Spain. I like
Yeah.
cats.
No cat,
Nice,
no dead,
friendly.
no dead cats at all. Good deal for the cats, am I right?
Spain is a terrifying place. I just say under my breath. Where the cats are immortal and want to murder all the humans.
What?
Isn't that more?
Nothing.
Isn't that more an Egyptian thing? What with the? I don't know.
Do not get me started on Egyptian anything. You're crazy.
Are you gonna tell me mummies are real?
So shall we move on?
Mummies are real?
Just so the offices.
Right, the office.
It's like I don't want to tell him about the high-level demon things that I know of. The high-level demon things. There we go.
There
Good.
is like more pallets. Like there are more pallets, but there aren't any more crates stacked up on them. So there's that if you'd like to look there, or you can just head into one of the 3 doors on the right.
And doors. Okay. You know what? We had some good luck with the pallets, quote unquote. Check under there quick.
So you want to? I was about to say you want to check those out before we move on.
Mostly yes. I'm kind of dismayed at what I might find though. So let's get it over with. Checking the pallets.
Okay. Over here is where it seems to be where most of the empty ones are stored. There are pallets kind of stacked on top of each other, and some of them against the wall. I guess, are you guys specifically just going to look underneath them?
Yeah.
Okay, then, for one of them, as there are pallets stacked on top of each other, I will need a strength, roll. But the other one is easily lifted. I don't know who's going for which one.
I guess Joey's gonna lift the first one.
The heavier one?
Hey Dale, you want to get the heavier one?
I suppose I can help a little bit. One moment.
That one's gonna need a strength roll.
Watch Dale throw out his back.
Yeah, please don't pull an earling.
The
Sorry,
earlobe
what I had to roll, I was
Strength.
interrupted. Strength.
Oh
God.
no!
That's
I was
basically
kidding!
a nat one.
I was kidding!
It's the Yerlin syndrome.
That is the equivalent of a nat one.
Just one of those old war wounds flares up.
Sorry, I
It's just
cursed you.
Pallet. I wasn't expecting
I
that.
haven't rolled well in this game.
Oh boy.
So as you do go to lift these pallets, they're a bit more off balance than you thought they were, and they slide and hit you straight in the knee.
Oh, fuck.
And you just kind of drop the pallets.
I used to be an investigator like you until I took a pallet to the knee.
What the fuck?
Son of a bitch, he just, does
Sees you are not brought here for your grace.
It's fine. I've taken worse.
Now that the other pallets have fallen off, it's much easier to lift now.
Yeah, I'll take this next one.
Like you were
How about
getting
that?
the other one.
I'll get the other one.
You were already getting the other one. So,
Then let's do that.
you lift that one, and that one, thankfully, there's nothing underneath it. Nothing at all.
Oh, okay.
Not
pallet
even a stain.
Pallet number 2, nothing.
Right. And the one that Dale attempted to lift, and I'm assuming is now properly lifting. Underneath that is a rat, a dead rat. This one just seems to be just a cat got it. Nothing really paranormal.
I was just gonna set it down, lightly.
Well, cat might have gotten the rat. So that's a sign for more cats, I guess.
Once there are plenty of rats in these warehouses, there are probably plenty of cats.
So like barn cats.
I suppose.
Joey shrugs. That makes sense. I mean, big city, probably a lot of rats, right?
That is a definite. Alright. Trying to see. I want to do something that's like passive listen, I guess you could say.
Basically.
Passive listen
It's not actually a thing.
in this game.
It's not actually a thing. That's why I'm like, how would I do that?
I mean, you could roll the die and then just
Tell us if we beat it or not.
base it off of our listen skill,
Yeah.
and then not let us crit anything.
That's not a thing in this game. Like,
Oh, I know, but
mm, oof. So where to next? On the right wall, there are 3 doors.
looking up at the offices, which door most likely connects to those?
Just from that, you can't really tell, because the offices go to the entire length of the wall.
Right, I gotcha.
So there's no stairs upwards?
Not that you can see. I mean, there's definitely a way to get up there, but not from here.
Which one's gonna be the lucky door, guys? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
I was gonna say 2.
Okay, so the middle
It
one.
is. Dale will go to open it. No, carefully.
Hey. As in, I don't want to break this one.
Yeah, I don't want to break myself or the door.
Oh, poor Dale.
You
Dale
go
goes
to
off its hinges and just falls on Dale. I'm okay.
you go to open this door, and it's actually easy this time. It's just a normal fucking door. So
thanks, Ray.
as you open it, you can now see what the second switch turned on, which is the lights in this room. And this seems to be a break room / cafeteria kind of thing.
The mess hall.
Not good. Somewhere to rest my damn knee.
Yeah, there are like tables and what's a place where it seems to be food would be put, but of course there's none there right now. And like a little kitchen area. Besides that, it does seem empty once again. There are little nooks and crannies where things could possibly be, but with the lights on, everything's pretty much revealed. And there's a trash can. And then another door on, let's see, as you walk in, I'm trying to think which wall would that be on. Another door on the right. And no windows in here.
Dale, peek at the trash can real quick.
Do you take the lid off the trash can?
Oh, it's one of those with a lid on it?
Yeah, it has a lid on it.
Oh, then Dale wouldn't look.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be one of those open trash cans.
No, it's like a metal one that has the lid on it.
Oh. So we're going to check the other doors or go through this door, fellas?
I mean, I was thinking check the kitchen, whatever the kitchen might be, quick. Anything in that trash can? Knock it quick, see if anything stirs.
Dale will just, kind of like knock the trash can with his gun.
I mean, it makes a very loud noise if you, hitting it.
No, it's like a little tap, Like a
It
little-
still makes a very loud noise because those fucking trash cans are just terrible. I hate them. But yeah, it's you don't nothing happens, really.
Huh?
Like there's nothing moving.
There's nothing in there. If it is, it's dead.
I'll look into it. I just like open the lid and I just look in.
And Dale's kind of surprised that Mason is looking in.
As you look in, there, as stated before, nothing alive in there, but it is stained. It is very much stained. It's stained almost black, like a dark red, almost black color.
I look in there and I'm just... Dr. Faust, do you have a spare glove I can use?
No.
I look around for like a tissue or something along those lines.
No. That's a no.
Something might be in the kitchen.
Oh, no. Could you just shine your light in here? I need a better view.
All right.
And as he does
Yep.
that, does it look like dried
Click.
blood?
If you're going to try and determine that, I need you to roll a medicine thing.
Click.
Keep wanting to say check. It's
Oh,
not a
I
check.
failed.
You definitely failed. You really can't tell.
I motioned Dr. Faust over because she's a medical doctor. Does this look like blood to you?
She does. She gladly goes over. And in here it is concrete, so her steps are not quite as loud. And she kind of looks in for a moment. Still has her. She kind of has her hands behind her, so she doesn't touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And peers in. That most likely is, yeah.
I close the lid. I close it. I put the lid back on. I was like, well, perhaps evidence of more cats.
So if that is the case, and there must have been plenty that they found. That is quite
That's
a bit.
a lot of blood.
Is quite a bit. Very odd, so. So,
This whole place is odd.
the other blood was fresh. The one from the other cat. As if it
Yeah.
had died the moment we walked in the door.
I have the perfect.
Hmm? I do not
I
want
just-
to know if you have the perfect anything. Strange. Well, where to next then?
Dale's just gonna slowly go to the other door inside the rec room and kind of like nudge it open after turning the knob. See if
I
it's lit
see.
up first.
As you open that door, no, it is definitely not, lit up, but it does have, like, one of those just hanging light bulbs that you can pull the thing on. That much you can see. But besides that, it's kind of hard to tell what's in here.
I'll just quickly, pull the little cord.
Right? As you pull the cord, you can see that this is, like, kind of a cleaning closet. Like a janitor's closet. Though a lot of the cleaning supplies seem to be missing. Like there's still like a broom and like a mop and things like that, but like the cleaning chemicals and things like that, most of them seem to be missing.
These people weren't one for cleaning, or they just ran out. Oh well. He goes back over to the rest of everybody else.
You leave the light on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not paying the bills here.
Okay then.
Got a point?
And besides this, there is the little kitchen area. Where it's kind of just separated by a low wall. There's no
Hello.
Hello, you cut out.
a low wall.
Oh.
Just like one of those like serving counters.
It's kind of like a half wall that's separates it from the actual rec room.
I hate to imagine what these people were eating. I say, heading towards the kitchen area.
You'll probably have some ham sandwiches.
Yes, happy thoughts. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm about to find a whole lot of animal parts. Or human parts.
I hope it's human.
Joey just
I really like cats.
Joey just kind of looks at him like, hopefully not. Especially now that we're the only living things in here that I can see.
So you go into the kitchen. Oh god, that was my phone. Sorry.
Ah,
I dropped it.
get
My
you.
bad. So you go towards the kitchen. In here it's just like mostly just counter space. A little microwave. A fridge. That's pretty much it. It's a very... There is a coffee machine, but that's a bit about it. Very antique coffee machine. At least to us it would be antique. For this era, it's
So
like brand
so
fucking...
nothing else?
Huh? Fancy
Uh,
coffee. Ow. Fancy coffee machine.
Concerned as I am, is there anything in the coffee pot? And then I pop open the lid to the coffee maker, and it's like, is there water in there?
There is water in there, but that's it.
Okay, good. Their cup of Joe isn't a cup of cat. Although a cup of Joe would be kind of horrible. Looks at Joey.
I was gonna say Joey does that face again.
Let's just hope it is not the cup of Joey. I'm going to regret that. Right.
I gotta go. She has a moment of I gotta go.
Just that I should have kept my mouth shut. Yeah, there's just water in there. That's it. And there's nothing in the coffee pot itself. It's empty. It's like someone just set it up for the morning.
Alright, well. Nothing in the kitchen, right? Other than the coffee pot.
There's a coffee pot, counter space, a microwave, and a refrigerator.
I open the mic. Wow, there's a microwave? Holy shit, they have a microwave!
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
That's the weirdest thing here, Drake.
Well, it's like a microwave oven thing.
Still the weirdest thing here. Holy shit, these guys discovered microwave radiation before we had the bomb. I give you a hug.
Like,
It's okay.
I don't think you understand what I mean when I say microwave.
No, you mean an oven. You don't mean a microwave.
Like a microwave oven thing.
Yep.
Like the small little ovens.
The little ovens with the heated coils. I got you.
Yeah.
I look at the oven quickly, and then I just like inhale and brace myself as I open the fridge.
In the oven, it's just not cleaned very well. Just like old stains of like food. And some little burnt pieces. In the fridge, or in the fridge part of the refrigerator, it's amusingly seems to be mostly beer. Like that's pretty much it.
I just think, oh thank God it's not cats, and I close the door. And is there like a freezer attached, or is it just a fridge?
There is indeed a freezer attached.
Oh, I take another deep breath and I open the freezer.
In the freezer, there are some like bags of stuff, but it's kind of hard to tell what it is, considering it's all frosted over. But it's just
Hey,
like
Joey.
plastic bags of stuff.
Yeah.
See what's in one of these bags for me? I don't.
All right. Since you opened the fridge and freezer to begin with, I'll look in those.
Thanks, and I just quickly turn away, not wanting to get my hands dirty.
Oh, it's Joey's turn. All right. As Joey tries to find the ginger way to open it.
It is just like a, that like Ziploc wasn't necessarily a thing, but you know, like just kind of like something
Ziploc.
in plastic and like butcher's paper.
Yeah, something easy enough to open.
Yeah.
He's gonna like set it on the counter to open.
Right, and you open it up. It's easy enough. It's just meat.
Beef.
Yeah, like probably beef.
Okay.
Probably beef.
Yeah, like it's
Sure.
you can't really tell. It's meat. It's well butchered meat, but it's meat.
I turned to Dr. Faust. It's like, you didn't have any training in veterinarian, did you? As a veterinarian, did you?
No, as a butcher. No.
All right, so a little more morbid. Ben, any chance you can tell if somebody got sliced and diced up into what looks like steak?
Well, I can think of a way. I just not sure how.
I can indeed tell if it is human flesh, yeah. Is that what you're asking?
Joey's gonna open it enough that she can see from a little distance without having to, like, stick her face in it.
She does kind of walk over and, like, just leans a bit closer to look at it. That is not human. It would be very easy to tell if it was human.
How big is this piece of meat?
I'm trying to think.
Because I'm thinking it might be cat, but I'm like, cats aren't that big. So how?
No, it is definitely bigger than cat.
Okay.
It looks like it could possibly be like a, you know, like just someone went to the butcher and got, like, got like a piece of beef. Like, you can still, like, cut steaks off of this, essentially.
Oh, so it's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Okay, so it's not too old, theoretically.
Well, it's definitely not cat, which is what I was worried about. You want to put it back?
Joey's gonna wrap it back up and stick it back in.
Right. And I'm assuming close the freezer.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now we're gonna leave it open for the meat to become sentient again and
Mhm.
attack.
Mhm. You guys are leaving the lights on everywhere.
Joey doesn't like the dark.
As Kimmy said, I don't pay the bills here.
Everything we've seen covered in darkness that got turned brain. There was no light in the trash can. There wasn't any real light under the pallet. Both things had dead potential things in them. So leaving the lights on.
Okay. You guys were all of you in the kitchen? I forgot to ask that.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Okay. I was about to say, I think I was the only one, but now that they've spoken up.
Dale follows Dr. Faust.
Faust went in the kitchen.
So he would be in the kitchen.
And Joey was in the kitchen because, you know, he opened the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys leave, this time there is you don't have to really look for it. Next to the cleaning closet, like the open cleaning closet, right in front of it is another dead cat. That was most definitely not there before and made no noise that you could hear.
Just sort of pause, look at it, immediately just gets out another cigarette and immediately lights up. Half of it's already gone.
This
Bill
one
just narrows his eyes and
This
pumps
one
his
is
shotgun.
this one is a calico.
Whoever doing this is fucking dying.
Mikey, no.
Well, are we taking a closer look?
I guess I will. Since I'm the dead cat reader.
What I want to know is what put it there and why we didn't hear it coming or see it.
Yeah. Okay, so Joey's gonna go check the cat.
All right. As you go over to the cat, the first thing you notice is there is once again writing. Once again, pooled into it. The blood pooled into it. This one just says, "Who are?" And then a question mark. And R is in the letter R. Who are?
Mm,
And this cat has a blue collar with a bell on it.
Oh, that piece of shit. They killed someone's pet.
Though, like before, blood all over its claws, its own fur and flesh underneath its nails.
Player has an idea. Not sure if it's the thing that Joey would think of. He's got a few smarts, maybe. So, back in character. Guys, we've got same thing as before. Whatever is writing is you might be using the cats. Same thing. Cat's dead, but the blood pooled into, well, one word and question. Who are?
I'm about to be his Undertaker if he keeps this shit up.
Who are we? Who are you?
Oh, the last one asked Daddy, so I'm gonna have to guess they're wondering.
He can call my shotgun daddy if he wants.
I'm gonna leave that one as is. I'm not touching that one. No. Right.
I am thankful for Has-Been Hotel because my mind always goes back to, ooh, howdy, Dad. Son?
Son?
Huh? Just it's just all that connotation's taken away with that face. So yeah, Joey's gonna. Well, they know we're here. They at least know one of us is a guy. As Joey wonders if he has anything to write with.
What are you thinking, Joey?
Okay, so if anything, I want to say they're communicating with the blood. I don't know. Well, they might be I don't know what's doing this. I'm thinking it's like a kid wrote it, and the first question it wrote with the blood was "Daddy." So, I mean, if I was going with the play thing, I'd be thinking, okay, this is a kid haunting a factory, and
like grinning
They're
so
trying
much
to
right now.
communicate with
I
you, and
like
we think they
being
can
DM
get
of horror
their
things. This
hands
is
on.
fun.
So I'm wondering if we try and write something down, because I don't know if
I don't think this is a child. If this is a spirit, it's something masquerading as one, if it's doing that at all. I've had experiences with spirits before. And
So,
children don't
Because-
force cats to disembowel themselves.
because you have said that though, Dr. Mason, roll me an occult.
Aha! Mega fail.
Mega fail.
Not on that one, but oof.
Yeah, that is a definite fail. In that case, no. Definitely it would, like, what you have said. Just probably not
Probably
a
not a
child.
kid.
Yeah.
so. I'm just gonna. I mean, I thought about writing in blood because he pulls out a little almost switchblade and goes, I could do that, just write in blood, but at the same time, how about this? I'm nobody's father as far as I know. He just kind of announces to the room. But I'm a friend. Looking to help.
I think it would be better if we investigated those offices. Eventually find our way there. I'm sure the workers have left a record of some of their experiences.
Ooh.
Strange happenings.
Yeah, HR would probably want to know about that.
Precisely.
There's a sound outside the door.
Immediately, just head whip.
There's just a from outside the door. The door is closed. The door back out to the thing.
That to the main area?
I turn and look at Dale since he's our resident door opener, and I'm just like,
Dale's just gonna open in a jar and try and pss the cat through the small opening.
You don't see anything out there.
They won't come for the piss.
Nope.
Oh. Here, kitty. You can just open the door a little bit further.
Once again, you hear a little further away this time. It's coming from. I'm trying to think if you leave this room. Sorry, trying to think of which way it would be. Your left. Coming from your left.
That's just gonna open in and peek to the left. Kitty? Yeah, kitty.
On the left is again one of the other doors.
No, so it's like coming from another room.
It didn't sound like it came from another room at first. It sounded like it was right outside the door, and now it sounds like it's in that room. Or at least on the other side of that door.
Dale will motion for the others to follow as he gets ready to open that door.
yeah, no, I reach out and I grab the back of your neck and tug once.
What?
Don't follow it.
Well, I'm not gonna let another cat get killed while I'm
It's
here.
not a cat.
Well, what the fuck is it?
I don't know. But cats can't open doors, nor can they shut them on their own without making a sound. I know cats can open doors, but shut up.
If it's a thing killing cats, I kind of want to kill it right now.
And it wants you to follow it. I say we go where it doesn't want us to go. And remember, the moment I mentioned looking at those offices, that's when it started. This is important.
Well, what's that way is the way to the offices?
I don't know, but I don't think it's where it wants us to go. And I'm gonna rule out that it's not that way.
They'll just, like crumbles. If I see another dead fucking cat, I'm gonna punch somebody.
Tell you what, you can punch the wall.
Unfortunately, we will probably see more.
Punch me, I will snap in half. And if you punch Dr. Faust, he will snap you in half.
Or I
Not
will
so
have
sure
someone
about-
do it for me.
Oh, whatever. Let's go.
Offices.
So, instead of going back the way we came, there's another door with the kitchen area, right?
No.
No, there was, but Dale already opened that. It's like a janitor's
that was-
closet.
Janitor's closet. Okay,
Yeah, that was
instead of then
janitor's
going
closet.
through the leftmost door, since we were in the middle, we'll go through the rightmost door.
You guys go over. There's nothing new in this room. So you guys go over to that door, and I'm assuming Dale opens it.
Uh-huh.
He is our door opener now.
Door
this-
opener / guy to hide behind, yes.
Yeah.
Here is a staircase that goes up that already has light coming down from it.
I think we found the way up.
That's good.
I think I can take solace in that I was right. Somewhat, anyway. It doesn't want us to go up here. Though I trust you all will find a reason why. I say ascending the stairs ahead instead of everyone else going like, yay, research, what I like to do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the
Follow-
roguie of this group.
Pencil pusher.
Follow- Following up, as if there's any darkness, Joey's gonna light it up.
Dale will follow after Dr. Faust.
Now there's no darkness.
Okay, cool.
You've already turned these lights on. As you go up the stairs, indeed it does go up to what you kind of assume to be offices. There are no other doors up here. There's just desks, just in an open floor plan. With the kind of windowless frames, rather, looking down to the main area. So as you do come up here, like I said, desks, a bunch of like typewriters. Essentially on each desk is a typewriter. Only one of them has paper in it.
Oh,
And
found a way.
in the
Go
middle,
ahead.
like on each side, there's desks. There's ones with their backs, quote unquote, to the floor, and then others on the other side of the room. So there is like an aisle in between them. And in that aisle in between them, you guessed it, another cat.
Dale just goes and looks at Mason. Hear the cracking of knuckles.
Mason just sighs. Walks over to the cat. Is this one fresh as well?
This one is not. It is
And what's
not fresh.
the writing? Or is there writing?
There is indeed writing. This one, it's a little harder to read because it is older. But this one simply says, "Hi."
Yeah, I motion Dr. Faust over and I say, I know you're not versed in animals, but how old would you say this blood is?
This time she just kind of have to go get down on like one knee to kind of look at it, because it is very hard to kind of get to in between all these desks. I would say about 2 days.
Did the briefing mention how long the anomaly has been occurring?
It did not.
Or when the report was initially made?
While that information would be available, I am not high enough to get it.
Of course you aren't.
Am I?
No.
Okay.
If I am not, you are not.
Oh, snap.
You never know. It could be, for quote-unquote military personnel.
I'm gonna go. I don't know what everyone else is gonna do, but I'm gonna go over to the single typewriter and see if there's anything written on the paper. And if there's not anything there's not anything written immediately, I'm going to take the page out of the typewriter and see if there's anything written on it.
I'm trying to think of how typewriters work. I think if it's like something is written at the top, it wouldn't necessarily show yet.
A typewriter, you put the page in, and then it's like a printer in that it goes down and then back up. So anything caught in that's been typed, basically the first paragraph wouldn't be visible if there was continuous writing.
That's what I thought. That's like I had to think of how do typewriters work again. Right. In that case, no, there's not anything immediately visible.
I just ding and I pull it out.
Written on there, from what you can tell, is actually the address of this warehouse, or not warehouse, this factory.
Just the address, and there's like nothing. Nobody stopped typing abruptly.
No one stopped typing abruptly. They just stopped typing. It seems like this was maybe the start of something, like someone, like what it's like. I'm thinking like a letter, possibly, that they needed the address for.
Okay. I put it back the way I found it.
Okay.
And then what's everyone else doing since I was doing this?
Dale's watching the door.
Well, you took Joey's job of checking the cat, so I guess Joey will take a look over, because we're above the factory floor at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he'll take a look out there, see if anything's different.
Let's see. Excuse me. Go ahead. Give me either a listen or spot hidden.
Ooh, between the two, let's go with spot hidden.
A hard success.
Okay. As you look over, you kind of look down at the factory floor. Nothing seems to have changed. You kind of look up, where there's rafters. And from one of the rafters, you don't see all of it, but you see a cat tail kind of hanging from it. And at first you think, oh fuck, it's another one. But then the tail twitches. It's alive as far as you can tell. Just a cat in the rafters.
Joey's gonna keep an eye on it, but say to everybody else, there might be a live cat way up in the roof. I see a tail. It's not like bleeding and dripping, so that's a good sign.
They better stay that way.
How did it get up there?
Probably the same way a cat gets on top of the barn.
Yeah, cats are weird. They'll take like an inch of space and then use that to jump up places. They're crazy.
I'm gonna look at Dale as I've now begin searching through the desks, looking for ledgers or journals or anything that could reports, anything like that of what might have been going on here for the past, let's say, week. And I look over at Dale and say, see if you can find a ladder and get a closer look at our feline friend. And Joey, keep an eye on it. Let us know if it moves.
Ladder, is this area open or something?
What do you mean?
Like, is there a roof to this area?
To the
Office spy.
Offices?
Because Mason said find a ladder.
Yeah, because the cat's in the fucking rafters of the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm asking if like, does the area that is open downstairs, does it share like rafters with the office?
I mean, they share the same roof, but the wall in between the offices and the warehouse goes to the roof.
Okay, so they're not joined, they're separate.
They're separate. You'd have to go like outside of the viewing area, the quote unquote windows.
Dale just looks over to Mason. What's the ladder supposed to help us with in here? We're not supposed to split up, remember?
I know, but I don't want to lose sight of a live one.
Joey, just keep your eye on it.
I've got my eyes on it. Best I can.
Anyway, doing my desk search.
Joey has an idea. He like tries to keep his eye on the cat as he like tries breathing on the window.
There's no like windows.
There's no windows.
Oh,
It's
dang.
like it's just open.
Because if there was glass, he was gonna breathe on it and write hi. So he's just gonna do like that little wave. You know how you do.
Just the tails cat just twitches again. It's just a lounging cat. Okay, and Mason, are you looking in all the desks? Or are you starting with one?
I'm going to start with one and then move to desk to desk to desk.
Okay. Because in these desks, there are definitely papers and some books, but none of it is labeled or organized in any sensible way.
Is it dated at all?
They are dated, but not in order.
Okay, well, he's looking at the dates, and he's not bothering to read anything that is more than a week old. He's looking for recent stuff.
In that case, going through the desks, and once she sees what you're doing, Francisca will help you.
Hooray!
So between both of you, going from to each side of the desks in the room, you find just 2 ledgers. That's it. These 2 ledgers that have, the dates and all the stuff that would be shipping out, essentially. It's just shipment ledgers.
I'm gonna read it anyway, or I'm just gonna peruse through it and see if it mentions anything. Like, what did this warehouse ship? What was brought in?
This warehouse mostly shipped car parts. It was just like essentially the assembly of the parts and then shipping of them. They didn't make them here. And now you think that's probably why most of the floor was metal.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's mainly on here is just, at least the one that you're looking in now, these are the shipments out. And it's seems just fairly normal, except for the last, I'm gonna say 3 days. Because despite it being, just a week, it's still a rather thick ledger.
It's thick.
It's still thick. But the last 3 days, there's nothing, like, weird on there. They're just blank. It just stops.
That's concerning.
And you're thinking, that the blood from that cat is about 2 days old.
Mm-hmm.
And this place has been, quote-unquote, abandoned for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
3 days.
I look over to Dr. Faust and I say, what have you found?
She kind of shows you the ledger. These were shipments coming in.
And I hope.
Yeah, yours were going out, hers are coming. I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
I show her that it's like, well, apparently everything stopped 3 days ago, or at least they stopped sending things out. But were they still taking things in?
She shows you the ledger. It stops just as yours did.
It's like everyone just bailed.
That actually does not surprise me.
Oh, me neither, but
Well, no, I mean, for the operations of our organization. If there is an anomaly, any kind of anomaly, they must secure the area.
oh, right. Sorry.
And so they make everyone leave. So I was not aware that this one was classified unsafe and everyone had to be moved.
Ooh.
That cat's still there?
Is the cat still there?
The cat is indeed still there.
The
But you can
cat's still there.
You can still only see the tail.
Just the tail.
Well, I don't want to lose sight of it. How far from the office is the floor?
Essentially, like if you fell
I
out,
Yeah, if I jumped.
you would be dead.
Okay. Thank you.
It
All I
is-
needed to know.
Yeah, that's
It's like I don't want to. He says I don't want to lose sight of it. That could be our anomaly. I vote for splitting up, but in teams of 2.
oh dear.
You're in
I don't like
charge,
that
lady.
idea.
This is just a suggestion.
What is your idea to have a split up?
I would say you stay, Dr. Faust, stay with Joey. He has
Okay.
the good eyes
I really
And
don't
with-
like this plan.
and good ears. It's like I will take Dale and go back down to the floor and walk around to where we can see this thing's front and see if it really is a cat or if it's just a tail floating in space. Or whatever it may be. After that, well, it's too high for us to get at.
Alright. That is not that much of a split up. You're just downstairs and we can see you.
That's the idea.
Alright. And she just looks to Dale.
I
Vord,
look to Dale since he's the big guy that I always hide behind.
Vord, go
Dale-
with him.
Dale has his arms crossed, and he's like, we're all staying together.
Go with him.
Can't go with him.
Why not?
Because my job is to protect you 4, you 3.
4, I
Sure.
look around surprised.
Shut up.
We all should go together.
The point of this plan is for some of us to keep an eye on it from up here.
Will we keep an eye from it as we descend the stairs?
No, we can't.
No, we cannot.
No, we can't. There's a wall.
Well, how about this? One person stays at the top of the stairs. Other person goes to the bottom of the stairs. And the other 2 people are between them. That way we're all in the same general area.
We need to go out onto the floor.
Oh no, I know. I see what he's asking, Dr. Faust. He's saying we all create a what's the word? Daisy chain. So that way we can all keep an eye on each other.
And then one person has to keep an eye on the cat.
Yes, that would still be Joey.
Who's ever last in the daisy chain?
Yes, exactly. Precisely.
Right, I see what you were saying. It's I'm not very
Joe-
big on the safety thing. I don't know these things. So I'll take your word for it. I will stay at the top of the stairs.
I'll stay at the bottom, Dale, if you want to go out
I'll
and look at this thing's face.
Alright.
I take it from the bottom of the stairs, there's an open door that I can see where Dale's walking.
Yeah. There is
Okay, yeah,
just
that's
the
what
door.
we're gonna do.
Yeah, it was just the door to go in here. It literally just
Yeah.
led to a staircase, and that was it.
Taylor just kind of grits his teeth.
You will
And,
be in the most danger. Hence why
You
you
never
are going.
know. He'll go and take a peek.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna roll an active listen to keep my ears out. My eyes aren't that good. If I may, storyteller.
Of course.
Okay.
Your ears aren't
I'm
that good
back.
either.
Nope, they aren't that good either. I was like, well, they're better than my eyes at a whopping, what's my spot hidden? 10?
So do you want me to roll spot hidden?
I mean, are you trying to look for something hidden, or are you just trying to look at this cat?
I'm trying to look at the cat.
Considering you're just trying to look at the cat and you know where it is, no. I'm not gonna have you do a spot hidden, you just need to get to the right spot in the warehouse. Sorry, I had to stretch. Though, Dr. Mason, you do hear thunder. Once again, it is creeping
Storm's coming.
ever closer, and it's close enough now that you're probably going to be hearing rain soon.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, have you already gone out, like, to the warehouse floor? Or
Yeah,
are
I'm
you just
staying
going
in-
down the stairs?
I'm staying inside of Mason.
And Dr. Faust is at the top of the stairs, keeping an eye on Mason and Joey. Joey keeping an eye on the cat. Okay.
Hey, anybody gonna take a look at the cat so I don't walk into a wall trying to get to my spot?
No, Joey,
you're-
you're staying
you're
up
staying up
here.
there.
You're staying here.
Yep.
You're staying exactly
Yep.
where you are.
Keep staring at the cat. Okay.
You are the end of this daisy chain, sir. We need you where you are.
Okay.
Gives a thumbs up without looking.
So, Dale, you walk back out onto the floor. Back, you do have to step over the grates in the middle.
Mhm.
Just kind of keeping an eye up on the cat, trying to figure out where exactly you need to go to see it properly. And it is still a little hard to see. You do have to go towards the doors opposite from when you came in.
Mhm.
Kind of in that direction, but eventually you are able to see that there's little ears twitching as well. Its eyes are closed. It's just napping. And it is an orange tabby cat.
They'll kind of like
In fact, more like a kitten.
Oh
They always
no,
kinda-
you monster.
I'm serious, String. If this kitten dies, I'm leaving.
That's what I said. Oh no, you monster.
It's like a juvenile, just kind of kitten.
It's suddenly no longer a kitten.
It's still a kitten.
That's why I said kind of kitten. Like, it's not like newborn, like fluffy kitten.
They'll whisper over to Mason.
He is not going
It's
to be
just
able
a-
to hear you if
I'm
you
not,
whisper.
I'm not that far. I'm not that close.
He's not that close.
Well, as he's gonna get as low as possible to where Mason could hear. He's gonna say,
Huh.
"It's asleep. It's just a little cat, little baby kitten."
Yeah, all right.
Motion for everyone to come on down.
Yeah, I just motion. It's like, come on.
Did we really
And
need
Dale's
to
gonna
do
keep
all
his-
of that?
Dale's gonna keep
for
his
a
eye
kitten?
on it. What was that drink?
Did we really need to do all that for a kitten?
Oh, what if it wasn't a kitten?
Then it's an anomaly.
No, I said, what if it wasn't a kitten?
Exactly. Then it's an anomaly. And
But
we can't
then,
do anything about it.
And then potentially our safety precautions would have been warranted.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And she kind of heads down the stairs. Joey, do you follow?
Hey, yeah, at this point,
Okay.
good time to follow.
As you turn around, you now see that the cat that was in the middle of the desks before is not there anymore. The writing still is, but the body is gone.
Oh fuck.
And again, you heard nothing.
Guys, kept my attention on one cat. The other cat, the dead one, it's gone. It's gone. The very dead one, gone.
You just hear Sam Dr. Mason trailing off like, oh shit.
We did not hear anything.
Yep.
And nothing passed by me.
Or us.
I think Corey the player is beginning to think of what this might be. Yeah, but Mason's like, my occult, though I have training in it, isn't that great. So I'm like, how can I make this work for him?
What is your occult?
25. It's not that good, but it's...
I don't know, because I don't know how obscure the thing you're thinking of could be.
Oh, he's just gonna say it out loud. He's like, what if it's pretending to be dead?
With that much in your occult? Yes, that is a fair assumption to make. As if all these cats are pretending to be dead.
Well, what if it's not even a cat? What if it's just pretending to be a cat?
A disemboweled cat.
Look, my experience is with spirits, but spirits enjoy emotion. Am I allowed to say that, or do they enjoy emotions?
No, it's not really. I don't know. Because that's not necessarily every spirit.
No, it's the spirits he's had.
Experience with.
He's experienced. What I've experienced is things they like emotions. This could just be simply a way to scare us or get us, and emotions at Dale, emotionally invested.
I'm emotionally invested in kicking in his ass.
But that's what I mean.
Yes.
Feelings give these beings power.
You seem very convinced that it is a spirit.
I'm not convinced just yet. I am merely speaking from my own experience. Which reminds me, why don't you all weigh in? Talk about your own experiences. How do you know it's not what you've seen? Because we've all seen something.
Well, for my thing, I was in a prop house full of stuff. Nothing like this. A lot of props around, a lot of different variables, what have you, from different stuff. Shakespearean, you got some modern stuff.
What did you
You got a
see?
lot-
That is all he asked. I
I'm
do not
getting
need your
to that.
backstory.
I was getting to that. Now I'm just feeling like talking for another half an hour about everything, but
I will.
big statue thing. I thought it was a really well made prop. Not so much. Never seen anything like it. It came to life in the darkness, attempted to kill me. I was just barely able to fight it off, thing was huge. I have no fucking clue how it got in there. But that's why I always got my knife on me from here on. And the light. So I don't want to run into that thing again.
I make a head nod towards Dale, and you?
It's definitely not mine.
I shrug and just says, mine was a little girl. At least that was the skin it was wearing. I think priests call it demons. She was brought to my office. Just paranoid psychosis, schizophrenia. That's what I thought, anyway. Until about the 5th session, she smiled and spun her head around. And, well,
ow.
She died while laughing. So, yes, I know some things about some spirits.
Spirits pretending to be other things to get you vulnerable
Something
and emotional.
Like that, yes. Did I mention science can't explain everything?
No, it cannot. Well, I have seen plenty more things than I'm sure any of you have.
Well, I'm at 1, so if you see any more than that, you've
Oh,
got me
plenty
beat.
more. Plenty more.
Well, since I'm a little lost on ideas, let's check out that meowing door. And if it's the door that we haven't opened yet, there was cats meows coming from it.
I know, I'm just like meowing door, really. So I will point out that we are not necessarily here to figure out what this is. Just what is happening.
Oh, what? So we don't need to corner this thing. There's
No.
another group for that. Oh, thank God. And Dr. Manson like clutches his heart like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to deal with this.
No, we do not necessarily need to contain it. Just secure the area. Someone else does the other parts.
Let us make sure there's no one left in the other parts of this facility then.
Are we not gonna get the cat?
We cannot reach
How?
We're gonna look for a ladder. Is there not a ladder around here?
it. I do not see one.
How big of a fucking ladder would we need to get up there anyway? Like 20 feet?
Something like that.
Yeah, the Basin looks up at Dr. Basin looks up at the roof and says, "We need a fire truck to get up there, and I don't fancy calling the department."
Dale sighs and backs up towards the 3rd door.
I doubt they would get here quickly anyway.
It is that part of town.
Yes, indeed.
He'll nudge the door open with his shotgun. If
Okay.
he can. If not, he'll push it open or open it himself.
As you open this door, it is stairs leading down into pitch black darkness.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go mess with that fuse box.
Okay.
Just really quick. I'm gonna hit the rest of the fuses, then come back.
Okay. The 5th one lights up down here.
Okay, good.
Though the lights down here are not nearly as bright as the ones up here.
But I'm not going in the fucking dark.
They flicker.
Not after hearing Joey's story. It's like the dark tried to kill me. It's like, you know what?
But yes, they don't flicker, they're just not as bright. They're possibly different kinds of bulbs. Different kinds of fixtures. What have you. Right.
You, Dale.
They'll
Oh,
lead the
there-
way, I guess.
There is one thing I want to do that I totally forgot that I wanted to do.
Okay.
Since you all kind of shared, well, all of you... Well, no, I'll also count Dale as well. Since you all shared, or at least thought of, what brought you into this organization, I would like you to roll, I believe, Sanity.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
How
fine.
do we roll that?
You just click sanity.
You click, the green one by Sanity.
Okay.
It's the same as all the other.
I'm okay.
Wait. Okay, so the green under sanity that's next to floor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Joey, you're
perfectly fine.
completely fine.
You are all completely fine.
Joey's just like, yeah, people are setting up killer props. Fucked up.
Joey has a
Fucked
moment
up?
of just galaxy brain.
Alright. So.
He personally gets a call from Cthulhu and it's just Eldritch Gargle, and he's like, sounds like you got a wrong number. Click.
Alright. So, you're heading down. And this... It's a warm kind of yellowish light as you descend into what is most likely the basement. And I believe Dale is in front, I think you said?
Yeah.
Okay. As you descend, let me see. Properly. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to change the music again, because of course I do.
I was like, more pallets! Oh, they're wheelie things. Darn it.
Well, there's also pallets.
There's still pallets.
Wait.
Oops.
Pallets! Okay.
Also, the rain has also finally started.
Oh, goody.
Go down here. And while I say in this picture, the windows aren't here, of course, because you're now in the basement. But it is lit about as well as it would be. So you descend into this, and it's just... This was definitely not kept very well. There's dust, there's old broken pallets, there's... It seems to be some of what they ship here. You know, some car parts, but just rusted, dusty.
Probably defunct.
And defunct, possibly broken, I'm not sure. And there are, like, shelves that don't really have anything on them as far as you can tell. But they're old, rusted shelves. It's almost like no one has been down here in years, not days. And
Kept the workers out of this place.
you are very quiet. What?
I said, what would have kept the workers out of this place?
Nice. So I'm trying to see what everyone's listen is, because I'm trying the things. I think just Mason hears this. Yes. Mason. From
Doctor.
much... Yes, Dr. Mason. From much further into this, this area here, you once again hear, and it is still faint,
Sort of turn my head in that direction. Cat. And I tap Dale on the shoulder and point in the direction the cat's meowing from. I hear a cat coming from over there.
Ah, so now you want me to follow it.
we have
My
nowhere else to go.
And my hypothesis was proven incorrect. So yes.
Dale will make his way through the basement towards the sound.
As you make your way towards the sound of this cat, it does seem to be like it's trying to get your attention. In a way, I'm sure you have cats. I'm sure you know exactly what I mean.
You've heard him.
Yes, exactly. So, as you're heading that way, from your right, you hear something fall over, like a can, like a like an oil can, essentially fall over.
Just gonna swing my shotgun in that direction.
And there, it is indeed an oil can that just is rolling on the floor. Is this something that just knocked it over?
Keep your eyes out, team.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll a terrible spot hidden.
I shall roll as well as I look around.
Oh my god, I succeeded! I got a 2 degrees of success.
Spot
I
hidden. There we go. Gonna roll for fun as I. Oh, cool.
Yes. Okay. We'll start with Dale. You're far too focused on going towards where the cat noise is, the cat meow is. Which it is still meowing, just not quite as frequently as it was when you first got down here.
Does it sound the same?
Yeah, it still sounds like the same cat.
Man,
What?
like the pitch or tone of it hasn't changed?
No.
Okay.
Joey, as you're looking around, you do see that there is, in fact, stuff on the shelves. It just seems, or rather, like, as you keep going down, there seems to be more stuff on them. And it's cleaning supplies for the most part. There is some, like boxes of food, rat poison, what you expect down here. But the cleaning supplies, there's definitely an abundance, and they just keep popping up on the shelves as you go further down towards this cat. And Mason, as you are, definitely on edge, trying to find something, you see, again in this very warm, dark still light, you see another glint of something red, just like you did in the pallet.
That was actually Joey that saw that.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
But I'm saying it looks very similar.
Sort of. Can I? Do I lock eyes with it?
No, just you see it. You see what seems to be a liquid, a red liquid.
I just sort of. I see more blood.
There's a lot of cleaning supplies down here. Don't like, because we didn't find any up top, and
It's an under, or it's just tucked in a corner.
Is it
somewhere.
what?
Is it under another pallet, or is it tucked in a corner somewhere?
It's just kind of not even in a corner because you guys are going down what's kind of like a hallway, because this place seems to be essentially the entirety, like the size of the entire building is this area
Gotcha.
down here. It is huge. So it's just kind of out of the light for the most part.
Okay, I say, Joey, flashlight
Okay.
me.
Flashlight.
I click
Click.
it on, and I try and get a much better view of what I'm seeing.
Guess what?
It's a dead kitten.
It's another cat! No,
Okay.
this is not a kitten. This one is actually a rather old cat. Not old as in it's been here a while, as in it has gray fur. Graying fur. It's a black cat that has, like, graying fur at the ears.
Kimmy's gonna kill a bitch.
This is, though, again, a fresh kill. Again, it's a little harder to tell since the cat is black, but still, it has the blood all over its paws. This time the blood that has pooled, it is another set of words. But this is in Latin.
I speak that.
I know you do.
Oh no.
And in Latin, it simply says, "Your fault." I'm assuming you heard me.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Ominous as shit.
Well,
Sort of stare at it for a moment. I hand the flashlight back over to Joey.
Take flashlight.
You see that?
Yeah.
The writing, it just says, "Your fault."
Uh-oh.
your fault.
And it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It is very fresh.
Oh, what did we do?
It's like, I don't know. And I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that it's directed at me. I don't believe, unless this is the same entity, which I kind of doubt. I don't believe this creature knew I understood it. But seeing as it speaks Latin, or at least knows things in Latin, let's just say my limited knowledge of things that communicate in that language lets me know it's something disturbing.
Joey
Joey,
just nods.
Joey.
Eh?
May I borrow that flashlight?
Hands it over again.
She points to a little bit further back, actually, from where you guys came from. It is another one. This one seems to say something in German. Lightsin. And she just hands it back to you. Hands the flashlight back to you.
What does it say?
You guys cannot tell, but it says something in German.
I just sort of turned to Dr. Faust and say, what does it say?
I would rather not.
Why not?
I have my reasons.
lady. The other ones have all been read, so why don't you just tell us yours?
I'm gonna roll a persuade check, as I also say, so this anomaly does seem to be targeting us in some way. It would help if I know what you're talking about. If it would help me try and learn more about this thing if I knew what that said. Persuade.
You
Crying
failed.
quarter.
She just kind of, like, gives a sigh and rolls her eyes. As I said,
Very well.
I would rather not.
Very well. I won't push today.
Or any day.
No, I know when a patient doesn't want to speak. He just smirks a little to himself.
I am not your patient. I am not paying you.
It's called pro bono.
Joey is gonna
Never
take a
work
look
pro
around.
bono.
Joey's just gonna kind of sweep the room again, see if anything else has popped up.
No.
Is the cat still meowing?
The cat has stopped.
Son of a bitch.
So, it's getting... Wait a moment. It's getting to Dale. Because Dale loves animals.
No,
It's
the
going-
player loves animals.
Oh, Dale does too.
Dale
by
does
proxy.
too, from what he has done so far, yes.
It's trying to go after me by saying spooking things in Latin. And it's tried to go after you, I gesture at Dr. Faust, by saying spooking things in German. And with that knowledge, may I make it a cult roll?
Yes.
I failed again. Son of a
That's
bitch.
Not that
I'm
big
trying.
of a fail. It's not that big of a fail. So what were you thinking?
I didn't really have an answer yet, but I'm thinking this thing, whatever it could be, is able to read our minds.
Okay.
Because it's able to understand that we have knowledge that we haven't shared with the group, and we haven't even spoken about to the group. Like, it knows I speak Latin, and it's also able to look into my past thoughts, and it knows she speaks German and knows what she's seen in the past, and maybe holding emotionally close, like what she might be guilty of. So whatever this thing is, it's able to do that. But the player doesn't know what it is.
Why, you think the other two messages for me and Joey?
I don't know about Joey yet. Possibly, but I think it's getting to you by making the cat noises.
Well, we got Daddy and Who Are, so
Well, one of them was very, very old.
weren't the initial ones?
No, those were fresh.
The one that was
Yeah.
old just said hi.
Yeah.
That's just high.
Yeah. So, any chance Joey can do an occult check just to see if he catches on to what Doc is putting down?
Sure.
Alright, it's a 25, so let's see what that gets us.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Someone did it.
Success. So with that success, I will say this is nothing you have heard of before. So what Dr. Mason is saying does make sense in the fact that it can, I guess read minds, read your thoughts, know things that you know. But you're not sure what it is.
wonder if this is all it's capable of.
Like killing cats to talk to us?
I don't even know.
You don't even know what?
No, he goes, I don't even know. Hang on. And he'll approach. No, he won't approach it. He's not that dumb. He'll start walking towards it and then stop and then look around. He's gonna look for like a big stick.
Okay. I mean, there's broken pallets here. I'm sure you can find a piece of wood.
Yeah, he's gonna honestly test if the corpse is real.
Okay. So you're gonna poke it?
I'm gonna poke it.
Don't poke the bear.
As you poke it, more entrails come spilling out. It is very real.
Okay.
So as the more blood comes out and starts to pool, it doesn't pool any differently. It still goes into that word. Or those words.
He's not disturbed at all. He's like, what, I dissected these things back in medical school. What do you want from me?
Yeah, no, it's very real. It makes a nice squish sound.
He's like, okay, throws that away. Sorry, Dale.
I don't know what you're calling me for.
It's like, I had to test the hypothesis. I didn't even know if the corpse was real at this point.
I'm sure he has seen worse.
Yeah, this creature's about to see worse.
Well, I'm wondering if this is all it can do. If all it can do is read minds and scare people. Like, there weren't any reports of people being hurt at this facility, right? Or people dying, just cats?
Yeah. No reports of any injuries or anything. That's why it was deemed safe. But it's just an
My
anomaly.
God. Well, let us check the rest of down here. Are there any doors down here, or is it just a
It's
big
just
empty
a
basement?
big empty basement as far as you can tell.
Well,
There are
maybe
still
not.
little areas and corners that are very much hidden in darkness.
Let's look
Most
over
of
these
this
last-
area is dark.
Let's. I turned to Joey and I say, let's check these last couple corners and then head out. I think we have enough to make a report. I turn to Dr. Faust and say, do you concur?
I do. I concur that the first cat we found.
What?
As far as I have been told, I just needed to know if what was going on here was still going on.
I think the answer is yes.
The answer is very much yes. So I am curious why people were what is the word? Evacuated from here.
I just sort of turn and look at Dale, since did Dale actually mention he was in the military? Ever?
No, he just said, well, he said he was in Spain. Oh, I guess you didn't need a history to know what's
I'm
been going
gonna
on.
go ahead and roll that.
Yeah.
Because I know, Corey knows. But, I have terrible history.
Yeah, no.
I'm not that far away, but
No.
I would know.
No. Just no.
He goes, he looks at Dale, and then he looks back at Dr. Faust, and he just goes, cover up.
Hmm?
I mean, I reported what I saw to the authorities. It was horrible. But then men in suits came and told me not to talk about it except with, he puts up air quotes, Foundation members. They say it never happened.
Well, that is this thing, is that when an anomaly is considered safe, it is okay for other people to be around it. it is still strange. But usually nothing as strange as this tends to happen. Or if something strange as this does happen, it is not as frequent. Something has made this more frequent, as we can tell. That part I do not know. I will not know because I am not trained for that. I'm not given that information. But that is information we put in the report.
Right, well, Joey, let's make sure this place is clear.
Yeah.
While Joey looks around, I'm
We
gonna go
should
ahead and make
all
another...
look around.
Yes, we're going with him.
And,
As Joey looks around and I follow him, I'm gonna go ahead and make another occult roll and see, now that she mentioned something's amplifying it, I'm gonna see if there's any, like, magic circles tucked around. Or some type of shrine.
And I want, as regards searching, I want Joey and Dale to roll spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
It's like,
Get
well,
out of
I see
way.
nothing that could be amplifying it, but...
Okay.
I don't see shit.
No.
Nope.
I was gonna say Joey was gonna take a look at the grounds. Ow! Joey was gonna take a look at the ground, see if there was any chemicals leaking anywhere, considering there's a lot more cleaning supplies down here than anywhere else in the factory.
Well, as you guys look around, it's... except there's a lot of stuff down here, a lot of broken stuff, a lot of abandoned stuff, but as far as you can tell, not much else down here. It's still very strange that this seems to have been abandoned. This part of the factory seems to have just been shut off. But it may just be because the shit is going down. Who knows? But as
Alright.
you don't hear anything else like moving down here. You don't see anything moving down here. You don't hear a cat anymore. There's still the bodies of the cats that were already found. They're still there as you go past them.
Good, I mean bad, I mean...
I mean, eh?
Well, I don't have any answers to what might be stirring things up, but...
And it's able to move and remove cat bodies.
I don't think that's our job.
I would
Yeah.
not
Oh, you mean
suggest.
whatever the entity is.
Yes, I would not suggest touching those.
Quick clarification. Was the kitten and the rafter cat two different cats?
No.
Okay,
Same cat.
so it was the same one.
Well, all of the cats that you have found have been adult cats.
Well, let's get... Well, I don't have anything to add, so... Let's get out of here and see about writing that report. Unless you have something, Doctor.
Oh no. The most I can give is taking another look over, but so far we have not found anything. Besides the already dead cats.
Yes, I look over at Joey and Dale and see if they have anything to add.
Joey shrugs.
Just shrug at the same time.
Double shrug.
The smart people don't know what's going on. You think we're gonna know what's going on?
Hold on. Let me just
I just wish it'd show itself so I can shoot it already.
let me just charm one of these cat corpses quick. It's like, what's something I have high? I'm gonna charm the darkness.
Well, shall we?
We shall.
And Faust is going to motion for Dale to lead the way again.
Of course. You'll lead them back upstairs.
Well, as you're heading upstairs anyway, or towards the stairs, at the top of them, again, you hear meow. This one much higher pitched. Almost like a kitten.
Drink it, Mom.
Can Dale see the kitten?
You're not quite at the stairs yet.
Either the kittens are awake or is that thing messing with us again? If it kills the kitten, I'm gonna burn this entire fucking place down.
Don't burn the factory down, Dale.
All right.
Watch me. I already blew up one creepy thing, I can blow up another. Yes, Dale will continue leading everybody up. With his gun at the ready.
Wait! Oh my god, I just had a brain blast, but I'm gonna let Dale do his thing.
Okay. Alright.
Brain blast!
As you get to the stairs and you look up, it's fairly well lit here because of the light from downstairs and upstairs now. But at the top of the stairs, where the door is indeed still open, is a tabby kitten. Orange tabby kitten.
The same one from the rafters.
It seems to be.
All right.
Doesn't go pss, pss, pss. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
It kind of like just stares at you. But doesn't run, but it doesn't come towards you either.
Okay, I was kind of joking earlier, but this might apply. Can Joey try and use charm on the cat with the same like kitty kitty kitty?
Animal
What is your
handling is a skill,
Animal, where's that at?
but you don't have it.
Oh, it's way over in other skills. Cool.
I don't think any of you have it.
No, it's an other skill.
Oh, I know,
Yep.
but it's because it is an other skill. It is a skill that you can have. I just had to put it on. I would just have to put it on there for you. In that case, no. I'm gonna say no. You can't roll charm because charm is specifically for people.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna use disguise to dress my face up like a cat. Okay.
No, it doesn't
That's all I got.
run. It doesn't run. It's just doesn't come towards you either. You guys are still at the bottom of the stairs.
Dale will take, slow steps forward, kind of holding his hand out.
As Dale is going up, Dr. Mason, just under his breath, just goes, "The factory's the anomaly."
As far as I know, it is the factory.
Well, no, that's exactly what I mean. What if it is the factory? Not something in it, is.
That is what's saying. As far as I know, that is correct.
So we should burn this entire place down.
No.
I mean, if it happens to kill things bigger than cats, that's a thought. Why am I talking like Iggy? The fuck?
I don't know, why is the German woman French sometimes?
Because I'm shitty at German accent. I'm trying.
I mean, if it gets things bigger than cats, then that's thought. But I don't know if it can. I mean, it's trying to reason with us, right? A little bit.
Oh, hang on. Oh, this is as Dale is going upstairs. If the factory's the anomaly, the factory. How old is this factory?
That
I need to get back to those offices.
that I do not know.
I have an idea. I need to go see the offices again.
You're very curious, aren't you?
Guilty is charged. But I think I might have an answer.
Alright. Well, first we have to get past this,
Yes.
this mysterious creature known as a kitten.
I look over at Dale as the camera goes back to Dale. What's Dale doing?
Dale's just going up the stairs trying to get the cat to come to him or make it stay so he can pick it up.
As you do get kind of closer, it does not necessarily run, but it kind of trots back a little bit, like off of the landing of the stairs. Because it's like, oh no, big thing coming closer.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Dale's just going to do his soothing voice and, just be as non-threatening as possible. Dale's your buddy, come on. You're a cute little thing, come on.
It still kind of like backs away, but it's not necessarily running. It's just kind of pacing, like not sure what to make of you.
Psst, 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 psst. It's okay. You're just gonna, hold his hand out, like offering for him to sniff him.
It doesn't really come closer. It's still pacing.
Well, Dale's gonna keep going forward, so that Mason can go to the storeroom or the office area.
I mean, it's just doing the same thing, trying to stay the same distance away from you.
It's a kitten. Pick it up or shoo it along. You hear from down the stairs.
How close am I to it?
I'd say you were able to get within like 5 feet of it.
Even when I'm on top of the stairs and technically like inside the main area?
Oh yeah, that's why it got off of the landing and into the main area.
No, if I can get close enough, I want to try and grab it.
Okay, then give me... What should I have you roll? Where are you? Where you are?
Dex, maybe?
Yeah, Dex.
Green.
Yes.
I've been working on this kitten like all night.
What even is the purple button?
Success.
Hoo-hoo.
Someone success.
Hooray.
You barely succeeded, but... you do... just, get a little burst of speed forward and grab this kitten. It is a little distressed, considering.
Oh.
I should have it by the scruff, It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
It just does its best hit. Have you ever heard a kitten hiss?
Yes.
It's the most adorable freaking threat ever.
It's not hissing. It doesn't hiss at you. It's just distressed. It has suddenly been picked up.
I start giving it little head scritches and chin scritches. Tuck it into my pocket.
Don't put it in your pocket.
My
It's
chest
not.
pocket.
It's not small enough.
Oh, it's not small enough?
No. It is not like a newborn. Or like a few weeks old. It is. It's like a juvenile kitten.
I'm still gonna hold it.
Okay. It does eventually like calm down. It does still seem nervous, kind of looking around, but
The cat just like, I guess this is my life now. Okay.
yeah, it is still like nervous, like kind of nervously looking around and stuff, but it's not meowing or trying to escape anymore. Congratulations, you have a new pet, apparently.
And
Nice. Not fond of cats, Dr. Faust.
I am, just I don't have the time for one.
and I will head upstairs, hopefully with my friends trailing behind me, because I have a
Yeah.
new theory and I need to confirm this.
Okay. Alright.
I go back to
What
the
kind of-
documents that we were looking through,
Mhm.
and I find, since I've looked through them already, can I try and roll library use, since I've seen them before, to quickly go through them and basically speed this up, and find the earliest date?
You can indeed do that.
Well, I succeed.
You succeed.
Barely, but I did
Oh.
You
it.
succeed. Well, it makes sense that you barely succeed, considering you're still not in any order.
Nope.
But yes, you do eventually. You are able to get the earliest of what this factory keeps. Or the earliest, like, ledgers and records of what this factory keeps, rather. They only go back about a year.
Yes. And I hold this piece of paper up triumphantly.
But
And Factory's a child. Factory's a baby.
what are you talking about?
The factory's the anomaly, right?
As far as we know, yes.
If that's true, this has only been in use for a year, maybe 2.
It has been observed for more than that.
What do you mean?
This place has been observed by the Foundation.
For how long?
Many years.
Size, is that theory just got debunked? Damn it.
I mean, if you take him that route, maybe it kept things from when it woke up.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that again. But he goes on to, but it kind of makes sense. What if this thing, or what if this factory, goodness knows how factories age, is a child?
Well, they have only been observing it for 5 years. It's still possible, but I do not know if it was here before that.
But it would explain why it's asking about a father. It would explain its childish behavior. I mean, killing cats is crazy, but it's not human. So what is normal for it? I only study the brains of humans and their behavior. I don't study. And he just waves, gestures. I don't study factories.
I don't either. But that is an interesting theory, though a theory I will not be entertaining because I do not do that. I am here to observe and write a report.
Sorry, I'm getting away from myself. My curiosity into the ways, not only into the ways, well, in this case, factories might think. I am curious. You were right about that.
I mean, for what it's worth, it's a good theory.
It is,
If
but
only I had a way of testing it. Oh well. Let us be off.
I
Let's
mean,
quit this place.
it's been riding in blood. I thought maybe give it a little, squeeze a little off and give it some more ink, quote unquote.
I have thought of that, but I thought that might be a bit too dangerous.
Yeah. If it is getting in our heads and doing worse off, giving it something from us, probably not the best idea. Thinking of the cats.
though that is an interesting experiment. That's something for someone else to test. Send other people in here to do that.
We'll send the D class in, it'll be fine.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I'm just thinking, are we the D class?
No.
No. They will,
Wipes-
they can probably
wipes
send
brow.
some of the Ds in, it will be fine.
Joey wonders what letter he classifies as.
A J.
You will never know until they tell you.
Joey's a J.
Anyway,
I
let
just-
us
Five.
find this place.
He's just a 5-foot man eating chicken.
God
He's
damn
never
it.
he's never seen without a basket of chicken. Containment procedures. Wherever he is, everyone should make fun of him.
No. Okay, we're leaving. We're getting out of here, Drake.
Okay.
I push it.
I'm just gonna find that rather than say anything else.
Dr. Faust does go to the door, as it has stayed open this entire time, because you guys didn't close it. And just looks out into the dark. It's raining. Not raining very hard, but it is raining. So, with all of this, before we go, we are just going back to the warehouse for now. You are all very interesting. You're curious. I'll put in a good word for you in my report.
Even me?
Even you. But who knows? Perhaps you will get better work.
I told you coming around on me.
I would not go that far. But yes, let us go. She uses the bag that she has carried with her this entire time over her head to use that as an umbrella. She did not bring one.
Dr. Mason doesn't care. The rain doesn't seem to bother him much.
Dale will kind of like open up his shirt a little bit and put the cat in and button it back up and then follow out.
You can feel its claws as it starts to knead.
It's okay. I can handle it.
I've had worse wounds.
Okay. Do you guys leave the factory? We leave the lights on, apparently.
No, I will turn them off before leaving.
Okay.
Oh my god, you almost made me forget.
Ooh.
So you guys turn the lights off.
Carry
me home.
Hey.
It's like we start to leave, and then all of a sudden, fuck! Okay, we're good now.
Yes, you turn all the lights off. As the lights do come off, I want Joey, please roll me a sanity real quick, as the lights went off very suddenly. Without your flashlight out.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's okay, my psychoanalysis is really good, so I can help you with that.
Whew.
Okay, it startles you for a second, like, oh fuck, oh wait, no, I'm good. And you take your flashlight out, you're fine. There are some,
There's no eyes.
there are some,
Wait,
like,
okay.
Street lights here, but not a lot. Because this is just the factories, and they tend to have their own lights. But really just all the way across the street where the warehouse is, there's like one street lamp where the door is, essentially, and that's it. Yes, you guys leave the factory, close the door behind you, and congratulations. You have finished what is some of yours first job for the Foundation.
Hey.
Welcome aboard.
Let it be known, Drake, I've now added to my phobias for you to mess with me. Doesn't like large group of people. Slightly claustrophobic. Germophobia.
Mine's on the opposite. He hates being alone.
Mine probably won't come up for a little bit.
I'm letting her know now, because I added to it while we were playing. It was blank at the moment, and I was like, I'll fill this in as I go. Because I I do a lot of my RP. I improv it, and then I just write it down for later. Much to the annoyance of a lot of RP guilds, it's like, why don't you have a backstory? It's like, I'll figure that out as I go, buddy.
I always tend to have like a backstory, like a starting backstory, but then add to it as I go.
I mean, I have a
So it's
starting
just
like
something.
template, and then I go.
So, congratulations, guys.
You're not dead. Let it be known that when you said this is the factory, and you guys basically belong to the SCP Foundation, my mind immediately went to the factory story, and I'm like, oh no, we're all gonna die.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Oh no, we're all gonna die. I know what this place is.
It's like Trent loves my character too much to let him die.
You got a cat.
You did get a cat.
Save
and
something.
so I would say add to your, if you didn't already, add to your significant people an orange tabby cat.
Is that just for Dale?
Just for Dale. Because he
Okay.
seems to be the one keeping it.
It's gonna become the warehouse cat. It's gonna be our office cat.
So I do want to give now some oh, I'm turning the music up a little bit, sorry. I just realized that was very quiet. I have to turn it down. Little fun facts and tidbits.
Mhm.
One of those
How
messages.
right was I about the fucking warehouse being a kid?
Not at all.
Damn it.
Oh.
So, one of those messages was indeed for Dale.
Oh.
I'll
To
let-
Daddy.
Yes.
Why?
I'll file
Ugh.
that away in the out of character knowledge.
Because of his wristwatch?
Maybe.
You have a
I suspected that, but then I was like, who are for Joey?
No, who are was
Oops.
just a general, like, who are you all? And then it found out who you were.
I was just like, is this a low key because I didn't say a whole lot in my bio, whatever.
100% yes. I didn't know what to do with you.
Yeah, Joey doesn't have a whole lot to go off.
Yes, essentially when it said who are, you guys thought of who are you, and then the thoughts went to your head of who you are, and it went from there.
Oh.
So I was right that it read minds.
In a way, yes.
It read surface thoughts.
So that, and also the other fun little tidbit is this was based off of an SCP.
I mean, it's not hard. There's like 1,000 of
I
them.
know, but I mean, like, it was 100% just an SCP. I went through there. I wanted to do something with the cats, and then I found this one.
It's like, well, it can't be the. I was about to say it can't be the factory because I remember that one
No.
clearly.
It's not the factory, but yeah, this
As
is
much worse.
This is one of the
Worse.
the things. But yeah. Ta-da!
I'm just staring at my highest stat being charm. Look at
Yeah,
my.
I was about to say I think that was really really well put together, but my character had a lot to do, and the combat character and the persuade character didn't have a lot to do.
I'm just
I
gonna.
had a lot to do. I opened doors.
His main
I
thing
hugged
to do.
Kimmy.
His main thing to do with this one was a lot of the strength stuff.
I hug
fair.
him. What I'm merely saying is perhaps next time there could be a
shit
little
could go
more
wrong.
danger. Shit could go wrong.
I thought shit would go wrong though. I mean, that's why I was being careful, make sure shit didn't go wrong.
It's because
my role isn't.
it's because you were careful that shit did not go wrong.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, hi, charm. Joey in the show is promiscuous. Ooh, cute German lady. Mmm.
With
He's so
stiletto
cute.
heels. Just,
Yes, it's just black stiletto heels and like black
please
slacks.
step on me, hold it. Please step on me harder, German mommy.
Yeah, black stiletto heels, black slacks, white lab coat. Yep.
So if she pulls out a swastika, we're gonna have to gun her down.
Dale agrees.
You fools! I
But
have
no,
been-
I now realize Kimmy has been in the Spanish Civil War, I think is right around this time.
Yes.
Aha!
Oh,
Yes, indeed.
Before
Neat.
that.
I know my history.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and then we
Goodbye,
can talk more
Ducky,
after. But I
ducky.
need to end the stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.
We
Bye-bye,
hope you enjoy
stream.
us being spooked.
Yeah.
Or being
I need to
angry.
get. It's mostly angry, but I need to do bigger spoops next time. This is just a
Getting to know the craft.
yeah, getting to know the system, plus as she kind of alluded to at the end of this, Dr. Faust was like, this is more of a like, put them into something that's not super dangerous.
Going to kill them.
Yeah, put them into something that's not going to kill them, see how they react to it, and then go from there.
That's what the D class is for.
Preferably with less dead pets.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Please.
Yeah.
Alright. Goodbye, stream. Mwah.
Goodbye, stream.